Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast, like, oh my God, this bitch is dumb as hell.
I've slept with over 200 men.
200 men?
I know you're fed up, ladies, but keep your head up.
The reason why these men keep threatening you about being single and dying alone and you're a cat lady is because you being single is the greatest threat, especially to this modern day man. Don't fall for his nonsense talking about you gonna be a cat lady. Say thank you.
Men are inside of women's down their guys are literally into a girl's.
We'll return after these messages.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
She might not have told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men, and they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going in.
I am so sick of men. I am so sick of y'all's ass.
The majority of these men are either, all, as far as I'm concerned, all of these men are either cheaters, will emotionally, mentally, they will disrespect you. They are on the DL, bisexual, gay, whatever.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.
They don't know how to make plans. They don't know how to be good communicators. They don't know what they want. And they act like children.
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women. I'm not a devil, and by no means am I a monster.
Oh, Lord, I know it. If she says something intelligent, I'll give her credit for it. But I'm willing. There's gonna be some dumbass shit.
I'm going. I want my money right now.
Don't get your money. Don't worry.
The arrangement is over.
No kidding. No kidding.
I'm not just having sex with one, not two, but 3 different guys. That's right. I'm a player, but that's cool because I got it like that.
We're the leftovers, Kendra.
Who's the leftovers?
We're the leftovers, and I saw it. I read an article.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
They said that anybody above the age of 30 are leftovers.
Honey, I'm not leftover or nothing. I'm a specialty. So let me tell you something. I'm trying to be kind.
This concept of I could do better, bitch, at least 85% of men who approached women were really out of the woman's league. For the only thing that kept a woman in a league was because she looked a little cute and she might suck a dick. That was it. At least 85% of men who have approached 100% of women were out of the woman's league, for real. Like on some real shit, not just, looking cute for that 5 minutes, but on some real, like on character levels, intellect levels, the man's out of her league.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
A lot of these men are sticking their eggplants down the throats of Billy's mouth.
You tell someone you're single and you look good, I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, the work truck out front, and folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she have? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it and we'll move ahead from there.
Okay.
Did you know that 25% of women in the United States are getting treated for a mental illness? That means 75% of them are running around untreated.
Misogynist. As he said, misogyny is still real in our community.
I would say, number one, I know it's a shock to everyone, but sexism remains real and a very pertinent issue. But
Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, try to take over from a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as like they're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. Like it's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Women will continue to only hook up with the top 10% of men because there is literally no reason for them to mess with anybody else.
The most handsome man I had ever seen in my life, and I decided that he needed to be mine.
So he drops her off and tells her it's not him, it's her.
I can feel him running through my veins. He's still in me.
He was gorgeous. He was 6'3".
Oh,
He's
gosh.
been an engineer at Apple for 11 years and 39. He was way out of my league, and he did not ask for my number at the end of it.
Will I ever stop crying over emotionally unavailable men? No. But will I at least stop trying to date them? Also, no.
How come every time you have sex with someone, they leave?
Whatever you want. I'll cook for you, wait on you, make love to you. I can make you happy, Josh. I can make you so happy.
Okay, because I'm the type of woman, I have money. I got my own money. I get my own bag. I don't got to deal with nobody's shit. So if you're treating me how I don't want to be treated, if you doing shit you ain't got no business doing in a relationship, we're done. And I don't got to stick around. A lot of women settle. I don't. I know my worth. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't want you to know your worth and what you deserve. I do.
If you keep saying, oh, she's too masculine, what it means is you too feminine. If I got more bars than you, that's really a diss to you, not a diss to me.
You don't offer nothing here of other than an orgasm. That's about all you offer me is an orgasm. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be a constant headache, nightmare, walking on eggshells, whatever the fuck. Everything else is going to be that. There is no benefit. That after the orgasm, there's not much benefit. By the time a woman usually is now active in these social media worlds, and it's like with a direct intent, like she's focused, she is horrifically fucked up. Horrifically fucked up. Women who are succeeding as women very rarely are genuinely entertained, by doing shit like this. They usually try to run from the camera. Every friend and family member I know who's married with their man and they got kids and all that shit, everyone, every single one, the woman does not do social media.
Yeah, that wouldn't need everybody hit the
Those
like
women,
button.
they
We're about to
don't-
get started
They
in a minute.
can't keep up with that because they're so busy keeping up with reality and actually being a decent woman to their man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's get started. Thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button, please. If you want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $10 live stream goal. Oh, interesting. So Kendra G got a new episode. We might go over the Rumble later and do. But yeah, I'm looking to meet a $10 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, pinned to the top of the chat. Or is it pinned to the top of the chat? No, it's not. I lied to you. Let me do that now. It's going to be pinned to the top of the chat. Also in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. What up, Architect? What up, X? Yeah. For the new people in here, bear with me. We about to get started. And I'm going to talk about the 3 worst things about women. And their 4 best moments, or the moments when they're at their best. It's going to be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Let's see. All right, let's get started. 3 worst things about women. Let me pull up my list over on my phone so we can go through it. First one is they're controlled by their emotions. And this doesn't just go for women, this go for men too. Men who are controlled by their emotions are the worst people, some of the worst people on the planet. Controlled by their emotions. Now, humans have a lot of negative emotions because life can suck a lot of the time. So if you're reacting off your if you're reacting based on all the negative emotions that you have throughout the day, you can't help but be a terrible person. Because, like I said, as humans, we have a lot of negative emotions throughout the day. Okay, so that's a simple one. It's pretty straightforward. The next one is they're extremely insecure. And the prettier they are, the more insecure they are. It may not seem obvious, but it's true. They're insecure. And because they're insecure, or their insecurity is the cause of a lot of their evil deeds. It's why they're jealous of other women, why they will sabotage other women, why they will, throw acid on a woman's face. I mean, that's an extreme. That, because the girl stole his boyfriend or something. You've heard the stories. So yeah, their insecurity is a big reason why so many women are terrible. They project their insecurity onto others. And insecurity is another reason why it's another reason why women bully other women and try to attack certain men because they're insecure. Or if a man rejects her, then she'll try to like destroy his life or falsely accuse him of you know what because they're also insecure. The final one is they're extremely shallow and insecure. We'll call that one. Shallow or not insecure, I'm sorry, shallow and superficial. It's why they care so much about name brands and looks and their hair and their makeup and their wrinkles, and it's why they care so much about status and materialistic things. It's because they're shallow and superficial. It's why, they care more about a man's looks and status and height and how much money he has over his character and how good he would treat her because she's shallow and superficial. So most of the things you don't like about women can be tied to one of these three things: controlled by their emotions, and I'm gonna put slash mentally ill, just flat out slash mentally ill, flat out. So yeah, everything usually can be tied back to them being controlled by their emotions, being mentally ill, being insecure, because the insecurity causes them being anxious, and their anxiety is what make them act crazy. And when they can't live up to shallow and superficial standards that give them more anxiety, and when they're anxious, they treat people like shit and freak out because they're controlled by their emotions and mentally ill. You see, it's all tied together to make them one horrible human being. Those are the top three in my opinion. And y'all can let me know on the replay or in the live chat which ones I'm missing. But next, and this is almost even more important, I want to break down the instances or moments when women are at their absolute best. Let me see if I can get a pretty bitch on the screen. A pretty bitch always garners more views. There we go. So let me see how many I got written down for their best moments. So let's see. When they're at their best. When they're at their best. I did that wrong. When they are. Pull up on my phone. Shout out to Lauren. I got 4 bullet points. And I want to debunk one of the ones y'all think I might have put on the list. So here are the moments when women are at their best. I would say when they're genuinely interacting with their girlfriends that they love. You know, girl time. You know, girl talk, girl chat, pajama jammy parties, putting on makeup, just having a good old time with the girls. You know, it's when they're at their best. So men, we don't. It's one of the moments when they're at their best. Some of the moments when they're at their best. Men, we don't get to really reap the benefits of those moments. Now, next is when they're interacting with kids and dogs. If you just sit back and watch women interact with kids and dogs, it's a beautiful thing. Because I can give you examples of women who I can't fucking stand, but when I sit back and see them interacting with kids and dogs, they're great. They seem so sweet and playful and fun and nice and likable. Too bad that shit really applies to when they're interacting with us, man. But that's another time when they're at their best. Now, the third main one is, you probably could have saw this one coming, when they're fucking. You know, we love them in the bedroom, even though a lot of them may not be great in the bedroom. Even if they're bad, we still kind of enjoy it. So that's kind of a no-brainer. I don't need to break that one down. And I want to debunk one that you thought was going to be on here. When they're cooking and cleaning. Women are so anxious and controlled by emotions. They're usually a pain in the ass when they're cooking and cleaning. You know, women who freak out when they're cleaning. Get out of my way! Are y'all gonna help me? Y'all never help me, and this and that. And why did you leave your plate here? Who would leave their plate here? What are you, 6? Women are. That's when they're at some. That's when they're at their worst a lot of times, when they're cooking and cleaning. Get out of the kitchen! I'm trying to cook. Am I burning it? Oh my goodness! They're at their worst. Those are some of the worst moments when they're cooking and cleaning. Even though that's when that could be 2 times when they're being the most useful. They're damn sure not likable, even though they're being useful. So I wanted to debunk those 2. The shit they always say, what do you bring to the table? Cooking and cleaning. It's rarely a good experience being around them while they're cooking and cleaning. And then the last one I want to talk about, when women are at their absolute best, the best moments to be around them, is when they're doing this, put it in caps, acting like a decent human being. And moments when they're acting and trying to impress somebody, whether that be they're trying to impress you because you're their boss, or she's trying to impress a new boyfriend, or a new bad boy, I should say, or when they're at Thanksgiving and they're putting on the nice girl act to impress the relatives, or not piss off grandma. That's when they're at their best. When they're being themselves, they're usually horrible. But when they're putting on the nice girl act for whatever reason, that's really when you want to be around them. When they're truly being themselves, that's when the piece of shit comes out. So those are the worst things about women, and when they're at their best. Moments when they're at their best. Y'all can let me know what I missed below in the comment section if you're watching the replay. I'll be right back, guys.
And make sure that you have boundaries.
Oh, real quick, I did an exclusive episode a couple hours ago. So if you want access to it, join the membership or the Patreon. Links in the description or on my main video page. 30 minutes of content. 30 minutes of exclusive content, $5 a month, get you access to 2 exclusive episodes a week. And yeah, here it is. Yeah, right here. 31 minutes and 57 seconds. Modern dating gone wrong. Yeah, for members only. $5 a month. All right, I'll be back.
High standards and make sure that you have boundaries.
I have a dating after divorce update for you guys because I experienced my first if he wanted to, he would guy. Totally changed my perspective on dating. I have watched so many videos from people sharing these different topics, but now that I've kind of like learned it myself, I cannot accept the bare minimum anymore. Quick recap, I was in a 12-year relationship, married for 5, took a year off of dating to figure out who I wanted to be, and then I wrote this list of what kind of partner I'm looking for. Went on 25 first dates up until now, and each date has taught me more and more about myself and also what I'm looking for. Now that I've gone on a couple dates with a guy who really showed up and did his absolute best to pursue me, I've realized that he set a new bar for me. And unfortunately, he lives 3 hours away and I'm just not willing to do long distance. But I am so grateful for this particular guy because now I like laugh at every guy I have given my time and attention to previously who did the absolute least to pursue me. On the topic of if he wanted to, he would, there are a lot of people that argue saying like, but you need to respect their boundaries or blah, blah, blah. I do truly believe now, if a guy likes you and is wanting to pursue you, you will feel it, you will see it, you will hear it. Every sense you have, you will know that this guy is into you. If there's ever a moment you have to question if he's into you, you already have your answer.
People talk about the dating pool after divorce, but nobody really prepares you for when you become single and look back and realize, oh, this is the pool. And everyone in it has a backstory, a divorce, an ex-husband or wife, a couple of kids, a mortgage, a dog, and probably a little emotional baggage. Honestly, so do you. And I know this personally because I lived it. I got married really young. I met my ex-husband when I was 19 and I got married when I was 22 and I was married for 13 years. When that marriage ended, I found myself back into the dating pool as a single mom of 2. And the entire dating landscape completely changed. So this was back in 2006, 2007. So the apps really didn't exist yet, but dating websites were starting to really become a thing. I remember thinking, oh, this is the way that people meet now? And looking back, what made it even harder is that we didn't have terminology the way that we do now to help understand people's behavior. Nobody was talking about attachment styles. Nobody was talking about emotional availability. And ghosting wasn't even a word yet. If somebody disappeared, they just disappeared. And if someone just gave you just enough attention to keep you around, that wasn't called breadcrumbing. You just experienced it and you tried to make sense of it. In my experience, the biggest difference about dating after divorce is this. Your life has already been built. You're not 25 or 30 years old starting from scratch anymore. Sometimes there's co-parenting involved. Sometimes there's children involved. Sometimes there's careers and homes and financial responsibilities. And if you've experienced a divorce, that it can financially ruin you. And you're not just blending 2 people anymore. You're blending entire lives. And there's another funny thing that happens. And this happens a lot in my matchmaking office, which is people come in that are in their 50s or 40s. And they tell me all the time, I still feel like I'm in my 30s. So when they start dating again, they start looking around at the dating pool and they're like, when did everybody get so old? Truth is, nobody got old. It's just life just happened. People have lived entire chapters before meeting you. And if you have children, that adds a whole new layer to dating. You're not just dating for yourself anymore. You're paying attention to things like, is this person emotionally safe? Could this person be a great role model for my kids? Would this person be a good fit in the life that I've already built for myself? Because that person isn't just entering your life, they're also entering your children's life.
Okay, man. Let's just. I don't know what happened. I was gone, but I got a new MSN article from the one we did either earlier today or last night or something. It's slightly similar, but it's not talking about men. It's just saying in general, I guess. And it's written by a man, so this should be a different perspective. It says, "Why dating is so hard in your 30s?" Trying to see, is there another video I wanted to do? I don't think so. Okay. Why dating is so hard in your 30s? Remember when dating in your 20s felt like an endless buffet of possibilities? Well, not for most people, or not for most men at least. So I wonder, is this article geared towards men or women? Sounds like gears toward women off the top. You'd meet someone at a party, exchange numbers, scrawled on a napkin, and suddenly you're planning a weekend road trip. Fast forward to your 30s, and that same scenario feels like ancient history. When was this even written? I think it was written 7 months ago. The dating world has changed dramatically, and if you're finding it harder than ever to connect with someone, you're not imagining things. The challenges are real, rooted in a complex web of psychological, social, and practical factors that make finding love in this decade uniquely difficult. The shrinking pool. By the time you hit 30, the math starts working against you. A significant number of people are already married or in serious relationships, as they should be, and those who remain single often have complicated histories. I would say facts. See, the difference is a lot of men, I'm thinking of one man in particular, but a lot of men who are single in their 30s are single because they just kept running into piece of shit women. Because there's way more bad women, in my opinion, on the dating market than bad men. So it's a decent chance that you can find a decent man who just had 3 girlfriends cheat on him or leave him for frivolous reasons. He's 35 and all 3 of his major girlfriends, once again, either cheated, treating him like complete shit so he left, or they left him for frivolous reasons. Versus women who are single in their 30s, there's really only there's going to be 2 main reasons a woman is single in her 30s. Okay. Really just one. She picked all the wrong all men. She picked all the wrong men, usually bad boys and players. That's pretty much it. Or she was so horrible, she sabotaged the relationship she had with good men. But no matter what way you cut it, there is no, as I always say, there is no positive reason for a woman to be single in her 30s. But let's continue. It says divorces. Okay, so and those who remain single often have complicated histories. Divorces, long-term breakups, and years of disappointing dates have left many people cautious and guarded in ways they weren't at 25. You spent a decade figuring out who you are. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. This whole figuring out who we are. Look, what does that even mean? I just want somebody to finally tell me what that means. I mean, you're constantly growing and figuring out who you are. That doesn't stop you from making a relationship work. That's usually an excuse, ran through, washed up 30-plus-year-old women use to try to to try to deflect from the fact that she's a train wreck. It's trying to get you to not ask too many questions about why she's still single. She cute and still single at 35. Oh, just finding myself now, bitch. That ain't gonna suffice. Need some more information than that. So it says figuring out who you are, what you want, and what you absolutely won't tolerate. Let me see how long this article is real quick. All right, it's not that long. The paradox deepens with dating apps creating an illusion of infinite options. Once again, that's bullshit. The majority of men on there don't feel like they're just swimming in options, but the top 5% men are, and 80% of women are. When presented with endless profiles, people become more critical, constantly wondering if someone better is just one swipe away. Everyone's looking for perfection, yet nobody feels good enough themselves. You're competing with carefully curated photos and witty bios, all while carrying the weight of past relationships, failures, and the pressure of ticking biological clock that society loves to remind you about. So yeah, this is definitely geared towards women. Um, Look, by the time a woman's 30 something and couldn't just pick some Joe Schmo, because Joe Schmo is good enough for damn near every woman. Just a decent guy, Joe Schmo. If she hasn't settled for a Joe Schmo by her 30s, look, the guy she wants doesn't want her. She would have had him by now. Or she would have been able to attract one and keep one by 30, 35. So the longer she try to hold out for this ideal guy, the worse the guy is she's actually gonna end up settling for. Anyway, let's see, biological clock. Okay. Your 20s allow for spontaneity that simply doesn't exist a decade later. In your 30s, you're likely established in your career, which means long hours, business travel, and genuine exhaustion that makes after work drinks feel like a monumental effort. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's just not fucking worth it. But anyway, trying to to work around this 35-year-old woman's schedule and shit, even though yeah, she's old and she's bitter, she's jaded, but I gotta jump through all these hoops to finally get a date, to get penciled in on a date with a train wreck. No, thank you. It says you finally have the money to go on nice dates, but not the energy or time to actually go on them. Beyond work, your social circle has calcified. You're bitter now. You exhausted. You stressed out. easily, easily angered. A man would literally be getting you at the worst you've ever been. Um, okay. The weight of experience and expectations. A woman's expectations after, well, really, oh, how do I want to put this? See, because a lot of women, they just don't have real personalities, real hobbies, real character. So their expectations from the jump is make me happy, make me feel fulfilled, make me feel excited. Like all things somebody would expect from another human when they don't have a genuine personality, genuine character, genuine hobbies. You see what I'm saying? So they project that onto the man. So, okay, give me a personality, give me some hobbies, excite me, give me some character. Like the women's expectations are always too high. When really they should just be, a guy you get along with, who's responsible, who got some masculinity about himself, and that's really about it. If your expectations bigger than that, they too fucking high. But let's see. Um, Here's the brutal truth. You've been hurt before and it shows, yeah? Every failed relationship has taught you something. Well, no, because women think they never did anything wrong in their past relationships. All those guys were just jerks. So you still haven't grown. You're gonna do all the fucked up shit you did in the past 3 relationships, and this next one you get in because you refuse to take accountability. In most cases, And now you got this energy of the guy you do end up, it's like, you better fix my life, you little shit. That's the energy you're gonna have towards him. Yeah, because women over 30 cannot love you. Or yeah, you won't settle for less.
And that's when you know that, you're settling. So I guess I just gave you those signs.
Hey, you know what? All those men she dated didn't settle for her. Did you think about that? All those men that she dated, they didn't settle for her. But she ain't settling for less. Did you catch that shit? Did the female ego at least calm down a bit for her to see that side of it? Those men didn't come and settle for her. Because if she was so great, they would have dealt with her. They would have took her on. Whereas Christian from 50 Shades of Grey, if she's so fucking great, he would came around trying to marry the bitch, hey, have kids with her. If she's so fucking great. And don't even try to say like you mad or nothing. Just be kind about it, right? And I bet she don't get mad at you because that's reality. And that reality hurts. Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past, that she messed up.
Okay, so let's start over. So here's the brutal truth. You've been hurt before in the shows. Every failed relationship has taught you something, yeah, right? But it also built walls you might not even realize exist. Oh, absolutely. And oh my God, don't get me started on 40 plus dating. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on 40 plus dating. Okay, you're hyper aware of red flags, sometimes seeing them where they don't actually exist. That guy who takes 2 hours to text back isn't necessarily playing games. He might just be in a meeting, but your past has taught you to be suspicious. Oh gosh. The expectations have also skyrocketed. Hold on. Okay, the expectations have also skyrocketed. You want someone who's emotionally intelligent. Here we go with this shit. Here we fucking go, man. Emotionally intelligent. See, this article right here is just cementing why men don't want to date women over 30. It's really cementing it. Financially stable, physically attractive, and shares your values and makes you laugh and seamlessly fits into your established life. Let's highlight that right there. Bitch, it's your job to get on my program. I'm not trying to seamlessly fit into your life. You see why it's just not worth it? Is this an article trying to get men to not date women over 30? It ain't my fucking job to get on your program.
She's going to dress it up, okay? Because she has to, because nobody of any value wants her. So what she's going to have to dress her life up better than than a 22-year-old will, because she has this is 35 and up, and whatever hooker, whore, single mother she had, her value has plummeted because of where she's ended up.
Seamlessly fits into your established life. Oh my gosh. You're no longer willing to date someone just because they're nice or fun. They need to be the complete package. But what makes you worth the complete package. See that's where everything goes to shit.
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low. Bitches literally have to go to some type of school to learn how to be genuinely decent humans. They have to literally, because it's not in them. I can't stress this enough. Like most women are not genuinely loving and caring. It's not. Movies lie to you. Music and movies and all that shit lie. And I like some of the catchy beats. I like that Ed Sheeran with Justin Bieber. I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah, I like that song. I like that. It's catchy shit. But it's lying to you, motherfucker. That's just lying. All right? Seriously, what about her CV, her resume, that says she deserves? See, this is that entitlement shit. This is that sick entitlement. There is nothing on your resume that says you deserve this. There is nothing on your resume that says you deserve this 6-figure job after you've been working flipping burgers at McDonald's for the last 8 years. If you really want to do the math on it like that, she's literally been flipping burgers at McDonald's for the last 8 years and thinks she just expects to go find a 6-figure job because she wants it, because she don't want to settle for less. Like, that's just the reality. Like, you trying to go drive a taxi cab, you ain't got your driver's license, you ain't never but you seen cars on TV, so you want to go be a taxi cab driver now. Like, for real? Like, don't be surprised when a motherfucker tell you get the fuck out the office, out the interview office. Like, don't be surprised. That's sad. That is sick, and that is sad.
Let's read a couple comments. And then we'll go over some videos just to break up the monotony, you know? So, okay, this says, as a man, I think early expectations need to be managed better on both sides. I mean, you know what's crazy? All men want is a bitch who just gonna act like a decent human and fuck them from time to time and just be nice to them. Our standards are already in hell and they can't meet them. Seriously. Just answer the phone when I call you, crack your legs a couple times a week, and just don't be too much of a bitch. Can the standards get any lower from women? Bitch, you are the low. Fuck are you on about? Like, anyway, I dated many dozens of people in my 30s and found it easy, fun, and extremely life enriching. I took my health and fitness very seriously, led an open, active, and interesting life, meditated, and did a lot of work on myself. And by gosh, that makes people want to. Oh, I'm not reading all this shit, but I'll read some more. And that makes people want to be in your orbit. That's kind of true. Who knew? Dating was easy as everyone's comfortable and confident in who they are. Know what they want, know what they will and will not tolerate, understand the opposite sex a lot better. I ain't reading all that. All right. It's not just that so many are already married, but generally it's going to be the better ones that are taken. Exactly. Duh. Yeah. And on that, women generally aren't willing to lower expectations that are a major reason they are single at an early age. Uh-oh, here we go. Got a red pillar, I think. It says because women are aging out and want to settle down, while most men have realized they can date a bit younger than them. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and this is perfect because it is not designed for that bracket. It'd be like trying to become an Olympic athlete or a Navy SEAL at 45. Sure, theoretically it's possible, but all odds are against you. Yeah. Dating was meant for 14 to 23-year-olds. Why the fuck are you still on the dating market after college? or even for the motherfuckers who it didn't work out with in high school or college, 23 or 25 at fuck it, we'll go 23 to 26. I mean, like unless you're a loser, which a lot of the male losers are some of the nicest, greatest people you're ever gonna meet in your life, versus the female losers are some of the worst people you ever gonna meet in your life. Some of the best people I ever met, society would probably say they're losers. So yeah, it's a big difference. I mean, I get why men are single at certain ages, but it just will never add up for a woman being single past 26. It just never will. Um, Here, I'll be right back.
And that changes the way that you evaluate people. I spent over 9 years dating as a single parent before I found my husband.
That's such a red flag. But you know what? I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Entering your children's lives. And that changes the way that you evaluate people. I spent over 9 years dating as a single parent before I found my husband. During that time, I learned something very important. Dating after divorce isn't about starting over. It's about choosing differently. You've lived because you've experienced heartbreak. You've learned, hopefully, what really matters. And when you start prioritizing things like the person's character, emotional safety, compatibility with the life that you've already built, you start making very different decisions. Honestly, that experience is a big part on why I became a matchmaker. And one of the biggest groups of clients that I work with now are people who are dating after divorce. Because I know firsthand how confusing dating after divorce can feel. I want to help people skip the line. I want to help people date with clarity, more intention, and better choices. And if you've dated after divorce, I'm curious, what surprised you the most when you started dating again? Put it down below. I hope that helps. You're not alone, my friend. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to like, follow, share, and all of the things. And if you need help or you want to join my free Rolodex, links are in my bio. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
As a divorced woman now, dating for like 2 years, this is what I'm actually seeing out in the dating world. When I was first getting divorced, everybody on the internet and everywhere is like, oh my god, it's so bad out there, like just stay married, and it cause all this anxiety, and I'm sure you've seen it too, but let me tell you the truth. It's not that bad out there. There's actually some really great people out in the world. I think in general, it's hard to find people who match our vibe to begin with. This isn't supposed to be easy to begin with. If you're looking for the love of your life, yeah, it's hard out there, honey. It's hard for everybody, whether you're divorced or not. What I've really found is when you start meeting people after divorce, I'm finding a lot of people who have been through a lot of the same stuff. They've been through divorce, they have kids, and that's a good thing. We should embrace that. We want to date people who can relate to us. I've been meeting people that don't have kids even, and they don't really care that I'm divorced and have kids. It doesn't stop them from talking to me or taking me on a date or getting to know me or being my friend. Something else that I found that has been really great is how much consent is part of the culture now. So much consent. Men, good job. Very proud of you guys. Even in a situation where it's clearly like a casual hookup scenario that you both have agreed to, you agree to, not out of any coercion or deceit or anything. It's literally men are having conversations saying I'm just in a place to hook up right now. And they'll tell you that. Other than that, men in just a hookup situation, they're asking you, do you feel safe right now? Let me know if you're not comfortable with something we're gonna do right now. I love dating in this era. It's amazing. Plenty of people still want to be in relationships.
All right. Let's see. Man, 13 years single. Let's see what this is about. This is gonna be a train wreck.
Welcome to the exit interview. My partner Donnie and I decided to figure out a way to help people find their person. This is the exit interview. I have one question for you. After you introduce yourself.
After I introduce.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Jasmine Bowdry. This my camera?
Yeah.
How about that? I'm Jasmine Bowdry. What else am I saying? I'm supposed to say what I
Introduce
do.
yourself.
You're a dork. You're already a dork. And hey, it is what it is. I can be a dork at times, but I mean, if you're gonna come on a podcast, you know, just put a little more effort. Look, that here's the thing. If you don't get anything else right on a podcast, at least get like, hey, my name's, Roger. I like long walks on the beach. I got a podcast myself. I cut hair on the side. I mean, I like to play the guitar. Just, it's not that complicated. It's gonna be the easiest fucking question on this interview. What's your name? What do you do for a living? And what do you like to do for fun? You see? I gotta play this fucking meme. Shout out to Lauren. She donated $5. Thank you, Lauren. Everybody shout out Lauren.
And dingbats. Don't be mad at them. Just realize how they're fucking dingbats.
Oh, yeah, your
All of that?
husband is on the other
Oh
end of
my
that.
God.
And it's just sad, man, because she's probably like, first off, what the fuck do you have on? That's first and foremost. What? I don't want to see no bitch in a collared white business shirt. Man, that just pisses me off. I mean, I know she's gonna say some bullshit this whole interview, but the last thing I want to see on a woman is a collared shirt, a fucking suit jacket. It really grinds my gears, man. And it pisses me off even more because this is a pretty black woman. This is a, I mean, far as looks, this is a top tier creme de la creme black woman. And it looked like that's her real hair in her head. Like this just pisses me off, man. But here's the thing. I mean, pretty only gets you so far.
Being pretty only gets you so far. It'll get you into a bed. It'll get guys, matching with you on online dating, getting that validation from there, getting comments on Instagram, trying to get in her pussy, telling her whatever she want to hear. Yeah, women should be empowered. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, it'll get all that, but actually sitting and existing with a motherfucker, that's where woman struggles every time. Mark my word. Mark my fucking word. Look at Halle Berry. Halle Berry can't keep a fucking man. That bitch, that bitch is literally fucking documented in history as one of the baddest bitches. Angelina Jolie and Halle Berry, they documented as the most beautiful bitches on earth. On ER fucking F. And they can't keep a man.
Something must be wrong with Halle Berry. She can't keep a man. Who's to say I want to keep a man? I don't want to keep the wrong man. Like, I'm not crazy. No. Right? No. So when you find that you make a mistake, we all make mistakes. We have a right to say, oh God, this was a mistake. Let me start again. We have a right to do that.
Right.
Lauren, I don't think, yeah, he was just being silly. I don't, on ER fucking F. I don't know. I guess I've never dealt with the whole donating a membership gift, but I guess you can try that just so we can see what it does. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you can go. Let's see what it does if you donate a membership. We never seen that alert pop up. And see, that's why look, IG was a godsend to pretty bitches. Like, okay, let me play this meme because it's a perfect example. She pretty, but she can barely put a sentence together when the motherfucker just asks, "Hey, introduce yourself." Well, my name's Cheryl. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's why Instagram is a godsend to bitches like her.
See, the Instagram is a godsend for bitches, man. It's a godsend for bitches because they get to put their whole resume of auctioning off their pussy in Instagram, and they don't gotta talk. They don't have to say anything. They don't have to speak in coherent sentences. They don't have to actually say something with sense because they know men want to fuck bitches just because they look good, right? And it's a godsend to pick them up after they fail in regular life in just being a fucking decent human and trying to find an actual spouse in life. Instagram is it's a godsend for bitches.
Thank you, Lauren, again for the membership. You sent the membership to Chris Prince Raps. I don't even know who. I never even seen him in the live chat, but I guess he followed me. I don't know. Maybe he'll be happy. Maybe you won't. I don't even know how that works. I don't know if you even get to. I don't think you even get to choose or anything who you gifted to. I think it just gifted to somebody. I don't know. I'm lost. Either way, thanks. Let's get back into this train wreck of an interview. I'm sure.
Jasmine Bowdry. I'm a wardrobe stylist here in Atlanta. And husband, are you out there? Come find me. Come get me.
Like, by the time a woman got to come on a podcast, I'm about, please come get me, husband. I mean, think about how pathetic that fucking is as a pretty black woman who's fit. She's been a pretty black girl since 15. I don't know how old she is, but I'm gonna say at least 40, 25 years of failure as a pretty black bitch who fit. How fucked up are you? Like, that's the first thing that come to my mind.
She may smell bad. She may be awful with sex. She may give terrible jobs. She may be terrible to actually walk down the street with. She may be very just awkward or mean or rude. So we don't know.
Save her from the streets.
I'm not. Wait, now we ain't in the streets. But
I mean, you're in the streets though.
I'll be in.
You're not in the streets doing in the street stuff, but
Okay.
you're available. You're
Correct.
You can be found in the streets. The streets could be the mall, the skating rink, going out. You know what I mean?
Outside.
Yeah, outside. I mean, you're not gonna find your husband inside.
So I've been told.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question.
Okay.
Think about your last relationship. Why did you exit your last relationship?
He cheated.
He cheated? Dang. Why he cheat on you?
In hindsight, so my last relationship, be clear on the word relationship, was in 2013.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
What kind of shit is that?
What you mean to say is all niggas you okay.
Like, what? What?
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
Damn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my
That's
God.
not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Hey, you know what? I got a couple more memes to get off, but I gotta say this. That goddamn victory lap shit. That goddamn victory lap shit is arguably my favorite meme of all time. Cause it's not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Cautionary tale? It's a goddamn victory lap.
That's the funniest shit I've ever. Hey, you know what? I got a couple more memes to get off. You ever see the Golden Girls, my dude? It's not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap. Hey, shout out to her for just making that shit. And she didn't mean for it to be funny, but she got a special place in my heart for just making that shit. And I don't know if she did it like as satire or if she probably did as serious and batshit crazy. But man, that might be my favorite meme of all time. You ever see the Golden Girls, my dude? I gotta play it one more time.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my
That's
God.
not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
All right, before we continue with this train wreck, continue with this train wreck, I gotta go get my chocolate chip cookies. I'm starting my diet over next week. I'm gonna lose these 30 pounds if it's the last thing I do. But hold on, I'll be right back. I don't want to miss nothing. We play something else. What's this?
That still exists. If anything, I think people are dating more intentionally now than ever because they know that things have shifted. Women aren't just looking for men to be providers. They're looking for them to have emotional intelligence and friendship and like kind and care and support. You're dating with intention. There's other men out there dating with intention, for real. Overall, dating is actually not that bad. I think it really comes down to how honest you are about the things that you want, that you're looking for, and how good you are at communicating that to people, because when you do, you will align. You will find the people who align with you. They're out there.
Dating again after divorce isn't about butterflies. It's about nervous systems. It's about, can I be myself around you? Can I trust the quiet? Will I flinch when your tone changes? Will I lose myself again just to keep someone? It's not about starting over. It's about starting wiser. With a heart that's been broken but still somehow wants to try again. because I've known what it feels like to build a life with someone and slowly disappear inside of it. I've smiled through dinners where the tension sat heavier than the food. I've begged for clarity in conversations that only left me spinning. And I've gone to sleep next to someone who hadn't really seen me in years. So no, I'm not looking for a fairy tale. I'm looking for real, for effort, for peace, for something that feels like breathing, not performing. You'll notice I ask different questions now. I'll want to know how you handle silence, how you react when someone tells you no, how you treat people who have nothing to offer you. Because I've seen charm used as a mask before, and I'm not interested in being fooled again. I'm not rushing, I'm not desperate, and I'm not trying to prove anything. But I do still believe in love. Not the fantasy kind, the build it every day kind, the show up even when it's hard kind, the safe, steady, soul deep kind. So if I let you in, understand it took a lot to open this door. And I'm not afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of losing myself again for someone who doesn't know what to do with a heart that's already had to learn how to beat on its own.
TikTok, get in here and let's talk. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Kiana and I'm a mom of 3 boys, and I love sharing how I rebuilt my life after divorce little by little. And I get this question a lot, so let's get into it. Okay, and before I get into my top 5, let me say this loud and clearly and with my entire chest, okay? If a man likes you, he will like and eventually love your children. Let me repeat that. If a man likes you, he will like, love, and respect your children. Even for the men that say, oh, I won't date a woman with kids, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 kids, that somewhat goes out the window, okay? When he likes you. Okay, now that we have that little disclaimer out the way, point 1 is that it all starts with you. Self-love, self-care, self-respect, living in your own world and doing things the way that you want to. That's what I mean. Like, it all starts with you. You know, when we were younger, we would go after people and just think that, like, oh my God, my life is gonna feel so whole and new once I like get all of these goals underneath my belt. Yeah, no. Start with you and making yourself whole. And something that I learned from someone that I dated a long.
All right, yeah. So usually my problem is the weekends with my diet and at nighttime. Like when it get about 9, 10, 11 o'clock, it's all bad. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Yeah. Why he cheat on you?
In hindsight, so my last relationship, be clear on the word relationship, was in 2013.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That was your last
That
relationship?
was my last relationship. Now,
13
have I
years ago?
dated? Yes. Have I dated since then? Yes.
But no one you call your man?
No.
In 13 years?
No. No.
Okay.
I know.
You may not know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Why do you think that is?
So, going back to the why he cheated,
13 years
and I'll be considerate of the other parties involved, but essentially it wasn't just like a wham bam, I just hit, you know, I was just the girls I'm gonna get right back. It wasn't that. It was like a whole relationship.
Oh,
so it was like a double life. So that we were off and on for 12 years. So when it's somebody that you think you're going to be with, build a life with.
You're a joke. So he was never a good person, and she knew that. So I don't know how old she is. I really wish we could find out. Anyway, let's just say, I mean, she's probably in her 40s, but let's just say 40. 13 years ago. So 27. So, let's just, well, maybe she's 45, 13 years ago, 32, and she was on and off with him since 20. That make more sense. And if she's 45, she look, I mean, I don't know. Once again, I don't know. I think it's stupid on shows like this when they don't say it because it definitely matters. But let's just give her 45. Haven't been in a relationship since 32 and was on and off since 20. So that's a Pookie that, yeah, Alpha Widow. That was the love of her life. Pookie from when she was 20. On and off. And then he cheated when she was 32, and I guess that was the final straw. And it's like, good items don't stay on the shelf for 13 years. She's been dating. There is no way you can frame that like, hey, husband, where are you? Come get me. I've been single for 13 years and dating. What do I say about women who've been dating and looking for more than a year or two? There's only one reason why she's still in the dating market after looking for years. Y'all know the reason. You watch my channel enough. There's only one reason a woman is dating and looking for more than a year or two. And y'all know the exact reason.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
With, and you find out that, you know, they're in another relationship, playing this double life, like that takes a minute to get over.
She was a side bitch for 12 years. That's dumb bitch Chinese translation. She was a side hoe for 12 years. That's crazy, bro. Pookie is undefeated. Pookie is undefeated. Mr. 6'4" is undefeated. Long Stick Rick, All Night Mike, and Long John Ron are really undefeated in the dating market.
So
not 13 years.
It didn't take 13 years, but it took a while. So I was living in Miami at the time. A month later, I packed up and moved to Chicago.
And what do I always tell you? The number one sign of a train wreck woman that ain't worth it. Chicago this year. Then I moved to Texas. Then I moved down south to New Orleans for 2 years. Then back up to New York. No. That is a train wreck woman. Women who are worth it set roots in one place, usually where their family is. Anytime when a woman is going to live in multiple different cities and states away from her family for years at a time, that's not wholesome traditional shit. That's some new modern nonsense.
I started a business, and like the business was the healing because I just focused on that. And I literally focused on that for like 7 years.
She looked at the camera like, do you believe that, y'all? I tried it. Did it work? She tried to look at us through the lens. Like, is y'all believing this shit?
I was abstinent for 7 years. Did you just laugh at me?
That's what's up. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. No,
why did you laugh at me?
It was a smile of
Bruh,
joy.
No, it wasn't. It was a whole smirk. It was a whole, you laughed.
It was.
You see the aggression? Like, there's a way to give pushback as a feminine woman. Well, we know she isn't a feminine woman, but she's giving it like a masculine. Hey, bruh, why you laughing, bruh? Don't make me get up. Like, because there's a way to, don't laugh at me. See, there's a way to do it in a feminine way, but she don't got a feminine bone in her body.
You
She's holding on.
literally, you laughed. Like, that's funny.
No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
But
I
I'm
didn't
serious.
expect the answer.
Listen, we keeping it real. We
Yes,
not like we being
100%.
honest. So like that was the healing. I just focused on business. I wasn't entertaining. It was head down. I'm trying to grow this. And it might have been some avoidance, like not wanting to deal with it and face it. So then coming out of that, right? It's like, oh, okay, it's been a minute. Maybe now I want to date. But then you have to like
So you weren't even
relearn
dating in that
yourself.
7 years.
Nah, I was good. I was all set.
7 years.
I was all set.
Talk about getting alpha widowed. Alpha widowed that bitch into a 7-year dating depression. And now she's your prize. Come on down. Dumbass man. Come get me out these streets, husband.
Because I also don't feel like you should try to date when you're in the like think about early entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to focus. I'm not thinking about you. Like, I'm trying to build. I remember going on a date and I literally was like, I could be at home working.
Yeah. Nah,
Building my
I feel
business. So I just don't think that if you can't focus or like give your all when you're trying to date, then I don't want to waste anything.
How old were you when you met the person you were with?
19.
19.
Yeah,
and
we
then
met in
12
college.
years with this person. And then another 13 single.
Yeah. Listen, I don't be trying to calculate,
I did.
age up how old somebody is.
Because I didn't want to say, I didn't want
Right,
to
you trying to do math. Like those
I'm just trying to see where we're at right now.
I'm grown.
Oh, you're a grown woman.
I'm grown.
Oh, wait. Okay. Do you know how many people you've dated in these 13 years?
Maybe 5. Like, do you mean like just going on a date or like actually like
dating, like this is my little person for a minute.
Oh. Maybe 3.
3.
3 or 4.
Okay, think about these 3. How long did those situations last?
Okay, I was gone. I missed something. Hold on. I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Years with this person. And then another 13 single.
Yeah. Listen, I don't be trying to calculate,
I did.
age up how old somebody is.
Because I
And see, this is pathetic. Grow up. See, women are ridiculous people, man. Just be a grown ass woman. Who cares? Like, just say how old you are. It's not gonna make you younger by not saying it. See, and see, women don't realize because they get such a pass to be cringe that they get 45 and 50 and don't realize how cringe they are because they don't get called out on it. It is a huge. I ain't gonna say it's a black flag deal breaker, but a woman who's still trying to hide her age, bitch, you can't say you a real one. You can't even keep it real with yourself. I'm cool on the. I look, me personally. I don't want to be with a woman who's not okay with who she is, because that's gonna manifest in negative ways in a relationship. And we grown as fuck. If I'm a woman over 40 who can't say how old she is, no, thank you. I'm cool.
didn't want to say, I didn't want to
Right,
ask
you
your
trying
age.
to do math. Like those
I'm just trying to see where we're at right now.
I'm grown.
Oh, you're a grown woman.
I'm grown.
Oh, wait. Okay. Do you know how many people you've dated in these 13 years?
Maybe 5. Like, do you mean like just going on a date or like actually like
dating, like this is my little person for a minute.
Oh. Maybe 3.
3.
3 or
Okay, think about these 3. How long did those situations last?
4. The last one was 5 months.
5 months. What about before that?
Maybe around the same time, maybe 5 or 6 months.
Okay, what about before that?
I don't even remember.
I know it's been a while, but that first person was the first person coming off of a 7-year, not dry spell, but
Yes, dry spell.
I mean,
that would be accurate.
She don't even know. She's never really been in a relationship. She don't know how to be in a relationship. She's gonna be heavily stuck in her ways. We already know she's masculine. There is no upside to this for a man. And it's just funny, like, what do they think they're doing when they like trying to hide their age? You think we gonna think you're 31 or something? I mean, even if he didn't do the math, I mean, we saw and heard you. You said you were in and out of a relationship for 12 years and single for 13 years. So that's 25 years. So you at least 40, if not 45. You thought we was gonna think you was 26? You fucking dingbat. After saying you was in a relationship for 12 years and single for 13 years? Yeah, like you just they slow, man. They slow. It's cause like think about it. If she getting mad about you saying something about her age or even asking her age, like yeah, that's a deal breaker. Imagine you on a date and you ask a woman, so how old are you? You ain't supposed to ask a woman how old she is. I'm getting up and leaving. If you snapping on me about just the reality of who you are as a human, then imagine when something actually come up. Like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Trying to think who did
Do
Way
you,
back
do,
some
do you
years. 'Cause I'm
think?
trying to think
Okay,
of where.
was this person so special that you're like, oh wow, this person's kind of special, or was it? It's been about 7 years now.
I think it was the latter.
one of them?
Because honestly, now that I think about it, so it was when I moved to Atlanta, and I had been here maybe 6 months because I
Mhm.
moved to Atlanta from Chicago.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. But this woman is the perfect example of women hating questions over 30. If you start digging into this woman's past, she's gonna get mad because she know it sounds ridiculous and it makes her look really bad. So I see why men don't go ask her out on a second date because once you start digging in, see, there's no they do these women over 40 really think they're gonna get away with going on dates with men and these men not wanting to know anything about a 25-year dating history before him? That's stupid. They hate questions over 30 because she's on edge. I don't know why she came up here. You scared to say your age, but you willing to say all these other, aspects of how much of a train wreck you are. You being 50, that'd be the least cringy part of this whole ordeal so far. Yeah, I'll be right back.
And that was the first person I dated. And that was longer than 6 months. That was probably maybe closer to a year. But
So, okay, let's just talk for a second. Oh my God, I wouldn't even want to be in the elevator with this bitch, man. I mean, I let me not call. When I say bitch, I don't mean bitch like that, you know? I don't know her like that, but y'all know what I mean. Locker room talk, locker room talk. Ah, oh, gosh. This shit is sick and sad, man.
I guarantee you, this woman is hell to be around because she's strong, she's independent, she's got feminism pulsing through her veins because she's a cold-blooded woman in the workforce. No man wants that shit. The men who want it are the beta soy boys sitting with you drinking chocolate mocha lattes at Starbucks. You know, those men that you don't want to fuck. The men who you just sit around and kill time with so you don't have to go home and sit around and think why the men you want don't want you anymore. Is not the man who's gonna fuck you like you're a piece of fucking trash and fuck you and spit on you, because that's what these women really want. Those men don't want you. I mean, they may take you for a night or two, but they ain't trying to sit up with you. The guys who want women who end up in these boats are those soy boy softies. She knows she's getting older. She doesn't want to admit it. She doesn't want to talk about it as fact. She'll just keep playing age number games. And if men date 25-year-olds and they're pedophiles now and all, you know, she'll do all that. But this woman knows when she's sitting alone in her bedroom crying herself with a glass of wine and tissues, eating buffalo burgers and coffee cakes, she is sitting down crying her eyeballs out because she's done. Her age alone is going to fuck her up. That woman is finished. I get it, like, you know, she probably gives good head, you know, you probably bust big nuts in her and shit like that. Woman's brain is only a one-way street. Very rarely can a woman, once she goes down a one-way street, can she go, oh wait, I'm doing this wrong, and turn around and fix it. Their brains are not made to maintain anything for long term. See, maintenance, the only time they become that aware is once they get super fucked up. Once they know they're ugly or they're 400 pounds or they got 8 kids by 15 different men. Once they fall into those categories, see, now it's that awareness of, now I got to maintain shit. Now I got to act like I have some sense.
And that was the first person I dated. And that was longer than 6 months. That was probably maybe closer to a year.
She didn't forget about that relationship. And this is why they're just full of shit, man. Because they're so busy trying to like, so I just said it a minute ago. They're so busy trying to reword shit and repackage the train wreck, repackage the dog shit and go rapping to make you think she valuable. So she'll act like she forgot some shit or something, and then when it come back, oh yeah, matter of fact, I do remember. It was like a year. You ain't forgetting no fucking year relationship after not being in one for 7 years, and the first one after the 7-year hiatus was a year long, and you just forgot about that when it was too long ago. You see why people don't respect women? Because they don't have any fucking character. Her looks, because looks just get women by, and just the fact that they're a bitch, and we're literally, it's programmed in our DNA to cut a bitch some slack, or to, you know, give a bitch an extra cookie, or, you know, like, just because she's a bitch. It's in our DNA for thousands of years, on top of social programming. They could just get by because I'm a bitch, I got long hair. That'll get them by. But once they start getting 28, 32, 35, 40, just being a bitch ain't enough. You got to start making sense when you talk and actually showing some type of character. They don't have any character. They never had to have any character. So now she's a 45-year-old, 12-year-old trying to make it look impressive and desirable. And this is the position that so many women are in. Like, this shit don't fly no more. The shit that I'm calling out right now, it would have flew at 20. Oh, I forgot. Well, matter of fact, I didn't forget. It was a year long. It wasn't 2 weeks. It was a year. Like, shit like that slide when you a cute 20-year-old, but not at 45. People walk the fuck off at 45. See, at 20, you can get mad. Don't ask my age. You ain't supposed to ask my age at 20. Even like, I'm just using that as an example. Don't ask my age. What the fuck wrong with you? You can get away with that as a young, cute 20-year-old little tight ass. But as a 45-year-old getting mad at shit, nah, don't be as bitch, fuck you, old hag, and then walk off. Like people start checking them and they start getting reality checks. Bitch, I ain't tripping off that washed up ass pussy, bitch. Fuck you and your age and just walk off without paying the bill. See, they not used to that. They not used to. I had a date with a motherfucker this Friday, but we got into it, but I figured the date was still on. I text him, are we still on tonight? He ain't text back. I just showed up, but he ain't show up. He ghosted me. I ain't think it was that big of a deal that I told him not to ask my age. I guess he blocked me. They be genuinely appalled and shocked because they ain't used to that type of shit. They used to being able to say what they want, get mad about what they want, and the motherfucker still show up on the date.
About it. So it was when I moved to Atlanta, and I had been here maybe 6 months because I moved to Atlanta from Chicago, and that was the first person I dated. And that was longer than 6 months. That was probably maybe closer to a year. But he wasn't right. But it definitely was like, oh, okay, this is somebody I'm spending time with. And
when you say he wasn't right, what you mean?
oh, he just wasn't the one for me.
Something in past time?
See, you see what I'm saying? You see how she's trying to be dishonest? She's trying to think on the spot of lies to come up with to not make her seem so bad. Let's break down what I was going to break down before, but I forgot. Oh, this is. She was a side hoe for 12 years. That alone is enough to not fuck with her. But okay, let's say you give her a pass. That was in the past. Okay. Then single for like another 12. That's mental illness. But then, okay, if you give her a pass for that, dated 3 guys after that. One for a year, one for 5 months, another for another 5 months. At that point, bitch, you ain't relationship material. Just hang it up. What do I always say about women who still getting in failed relationships in their 40s? Relationships aren't for them. Because, I mean, think about this, y'all. How old is this bitch? At least 45. Let's see. Yeah. On and off with a guy from 20 to 32. And then, oh, wait, my math is off. No, 7 years. I'm sorry. So let's just hypothetically say she was on and off with a guy for 12 years from 20 to 32. And then, so she could be 39, or am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm doing the math wrong. Anyway, it don't even fucking matter. My point is, so 32, single for 7 years, 39. Okay. You still getting into situationships in your 30s. Think about how pathetic that is. You're not a fucking teenager. You know what a relationship is. You know how to ask for one after a few dates go right. You accepted 3 situationships in your 30s. No, I'm cool on a woman like that. So you gave your body, your prized possession to 3 men who didn't even give you commitment in your 30s. You wasn't a young girl anymore. There's so many different layers to this. This woman's, I'm just, like I said, she's at least 40 years old. And she don't know shit about relationships. She has no relationship muscles. Like, she doesn't have any, her resume, she doesn't have any work history. Like, if we was looking at it from a job perspective, she was a side hoe for 12 years, single for 7 years, and a pump and dump in situationships for however many years, 5 months here, 5 months there, a year there. You have no relationship history. To me, you a history, never. But wait, to me, you a mystery, never shoot nothing, pop nothing. How that shit go? That 50 line? Now I'm gonna look this shit up. Hold on. What's the? Uh, hold on. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. I think it's back down. Back down. You have no history. Let's see if we can find this shit. You have no history. Never poke nothing, never pop nothing. Where this shit go? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, let me can coexist with the kid. Yeah, necklace. Oh, here you go. Maybe I'm so disrespectful because to me you a mystery. I know niggas from your hood. You have no history. Never poke nothing, never pop nothing, nigga. Stop fronting. Hold on, let me see if I can change it for sis. Hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta come up. I'm gonna y'all something else. Come up with something to this shit. I'm gonna play some audio or something else. Cause I gotta come up with a remix to this shit.
Long time ago that actually stuck with me was we show up 100 and 100, right? Because then that makes it whole. You show up as you, I show up as me, and then we just come together. There is no like, oh, 50-50, right? It just doesn't work that way. Work on yourself and make sure that you are whole before you start dating. Number two, and I'm laughing because I tell my friends who ask for advice all the time, is take your time and have fun. Emphasis on have fun. Please do not go into any dating situation looking, seeking, and like trying to validate that this person that you just met is the one. We used to do that back in the day. We used to have a crush, try to like chase down our crush, and then all of a sudden that boy had to be our man immediately.
So I can keep the first part. Maybe I'm so disrespectful because to me you a mystery. Been a pump and dump for years. As far as relationships, you got no history. Never loved nothing, never nurtured nothing. Bitch, stop fronting. Oh my god. Man, I might have to try to get AI to remake this song for washed up old bitches. Maybe I'm so disrespectful because to me you a mystery. Been pumping up your whole life. As far as relationships, you got no history. Never loved nothing, never nurtured nothing. Bitch, stop fronting. God. And at this point, she can't. I don't want to say she can't grow, but if we just being brutally honest, she's not gonna grow into anything worthwhile on the dating market. Because we already know she looking for Mr. Point 5. We already know. At least 250K. So what is she? At least 40. So 40 to, let's just say 55. Not married. That's probably black. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and just say 5'9". We won't even do the height thing. And we'll even say he could be obese. At least 200. Let's just go on the low end, 100K. And this is me. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt. Mr. 11.7%. Now, question we have to ask ourselves, is this a top 11% woman on the dating market for a six-figure 40 to 55-year-old man? Fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, I pick her out at a brothel.
I picked her out in a lineup at a brothel. What outside of that is no. This bitch is gone. She's looking for a unicorn now. This bitch is looking for a unicorn. Let her go and let her go look for it. And she gonna end up that old bitch working in a mall or some shit,
Than 6 months. That was probably maybe closer to a year. But he
So-
wasn't right. But it definitely was like, okay, this is somebody I'm spending time with. And
When you say he wasn't right, what you mean?
oh, he just wasn't the one for me.
Something in past time?
That sounds so.
But, I mean,
It wasn't to pass time. Like, I liked him.
yeah.
It just.
But you knew it wasn't going to be something.
I think maybe I thought that potentially. But then after a while, it was like.
Could have been clouded judgment, though, because after 7 years,
Right.
it's like,
You know.
this is my first piece of man. Yo, okay, I gotta, and I hear this story a lot. And is it that you're completely, even mentally, I'm not desiring that embrace of that person, or is it I want it, but it ain't that serious?
No, I think for women,
No, bitches, we talking to you. You see how they try to do that? That's another manipulation tactic. When they start getting exposed, then women, as black women, they'll try to go to these other narratives so she can get bailed out from talking about her and how fucked up she is. Well, as an Atlanta native, man, I don't got nothing to do with shit. As a black woman, well, as a 40-year-old, no. Let's talk about you.
for women, and not that men don't experience heartbreak or feelings, but I think it just hits us a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it wasn't that I didn't desire it or didn't want it. It was, am I in a space of where I can get it? Like, could I have done things within 7 years? Absolutely. But what would that have come with? Like, this isn't going to lead to anything serious. Do I want to be vulnerable again? Do I trust myself? Because that's the thing. It's like after you go through things, even with the situations that were like 5 and 6 months, like those take healing as well. And it's, do I trust myself to...
Imagine going celibate for 7 years just to come out of celibacy to be a pop and drop. What the fuck was the point of celibacy then? If you was just like at least come out of celibacy to be in a committed relationship, you broke your celibacy to be a whore for a few years. Like you see how fucked up this is?
To make a good or bad decision. So it's like lessons.
Do you
It's
feel
all
you're healed
lessons.
now?
Oh, absolutely. Therapy in Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, it's all after each, it's I literally like write down what did I like? What did I love about this experience? Because it's all.
And now I want the best of all those experiences. I want the best of Roger when I was 20. And then I want the best of Ricky when I had the year relationship. Then I want the best of John and Stuart. All wrapped them in one man while I'm older and worse off than any of those other guys that had me. I'm worse now than I was for any of those other guys I'm trying to add up to Voltron or fucking fucking Optimus Prime nigga. Even though I'm at the point now where he's the least likely to pick me, I want the best guy I've ever had now that I'm the worst woman I've ever been. That's the position that a lot of women are in.
Oh, absolutely. Therapy in Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, it's all after each, I literally like write down what did I like? What did I love about this experience? Because it's all experiences.
Pick one of them mentally. You don't got to give me a name.
Yep.
Give me one. Give me some stuff that you liked and some stuff that you knew you didn't like. You can't deal with.
Some stuff that I liked was consistency.
Mm-hmm.
He was very consistent. Like I didn't, you'll see online where some women might be like, if he doesn't call you in 24 hours, he doesn't like you. Like that was never a problem. It wasn't like days of where, he just went ghost and then he popped back up.
Yeah.
He was very consistent. Dates were consistent. Communication was consistent. What lacked was his capacity.
Is an entrepreneur?
No, he was not.
He had a bunch of like kids,
He had a child, not a bunch of kids. We don't do a bunch of kids.
baby moms.
Nope.
Worked really hard, like in a factory or something. A lot of hours. So
No,
what's
I
the
think
capacity?
to me, capacity is different for everyone, right? It's like your bandwidth to be able to be in a relationship and what a relationship comes with. So I don't know what he was going through. It could have been grief. It could have been his own, desires and ambitions. It could have been hurt. It could have been his.
But what's your capacity? After being a side hoe for 12 years and then single for 7 years, what the fuck is your capacity? It's that I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life shit. They're always going to pay, no matter what the situation is, they're going to make it seem like I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever. I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
This bitch looked us dead in the camera that night, y'all. I remember that night. She looked us dead in the fucking camera and told us with a serious face, I've never done that. That's why I had to make that. I literally incorporated that shit in my nightly sign off. It was so ridiculous. This bitch looked us dead in our optic stems and said with a serious face, I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Did I ever make that a shirt? I still got to make that a fucking shirt. Oh my gosh. We know. Never did anything wrong.
His workload. It could have been parenting.
But no, this is what I was going to say. And this is what women like this don't get. Because she like, I'm pretty, I'm successful. I mean, I don't know if she's successful. These bitches know how to make it seem like they're successful, make it look like they're successful. But this is what they don't get. This is what so many women don't get. You're going to have to settle. Ups and downs come with every person you're possibly going to get with. I don't give a fuck if you get with Mr. Perfect. He's going to have some major flaws that are going to be potentially... Okay, let me put it like this. At some point, you just got to deal with a motherfucking shit if you ever want to stay in a relationship. There is no getting around that. At some point, you got to deal with a motherfucking trauma and red flags because we all got them. So if you're trying to duck and dodge all major red flags, you're not going to be in a relationship. In my opinion, every human on this planet got 3 major red flags. And honestly, I might even go this far. Let's look at, even if it ain't all the way true, let's look at it like this. Everybody on the planet got 3 major red flags that are never fully going to get fixed. Let's put it like that. So to some degree, you just going to have to accept some bullshit. If you plan on being in a lifelong relationship, you dealing with some bullshit one way or another. These bitches trying to duck all. I mean, I deal with some minor stuff. Well, just stay single because there ain't no such thing as a relationship where it's only minor stuff. That don't exist. So just give the fuck up. Because your unicorn is not coming.
So I don't know what he was going through. It could have been grief. It could have been his own, desires and ambitions. It could have been hurt. It could have been his workload. It could have been parenting. I don't know.
It seems kind of contradictory though, because he was consistent but didn't have capacity.
I think a lot of men are like that. Like I think in the beginning, I think a lot of people want to be in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all want to be loved and to love. So I think you can want those things and truly desire them.
Yeah.
But then after some point, so maybe after a couple of months, it was like
no longer consistent.
I can't really sustain, or I got too much going on. I don't know what y'all be going through.
No, he didn't like you. Like, I'm gonna call it. If he was being super consistent, he saw that there was nothing there. See, and I want to dive in on that because this is why women get ghosted. Because men, okay, you're pretty and you're putting on the nice girl act for a few weeks, but once a man really gets diving in there, he's like, oh, wait a minute, there's not really anything here. And then they start fading off, and then they start coming up with excuses to get you to leave them because men are pussy and they don't want to break up with a bitch. So they rather either let you catch them cheating so you can leave, or they'll just start kind of falling off and like do a friendly ghosting, or they'll say, I don't know if I got the capacity. It just means they didn't like you. They saw behind the curtain and it really wasn't nothing there. And that's most women. It's not going to be much there once you fuck them a few times, go on a few dates with them, and once you try to dig deeper, you're like, hey, there's nothing really there other than trauma and baggage and bullshit. So he ducked off.
Okay, so it seems like in the very
Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off.
I don't know what y'all be going through.
Okay, so it seems like in the very beginning, I'm very consistent, and then tailoring off to the end, I'm inconsistent because my focus is elsewhere.
Perhaps, or it could be
No, I'm
what.
asking, was that the situation?
Oh, was that this situation? It may have been. I think like towards the.
See, they can't even answer a direct question, man. Well, maybe, yeah. I mean, it could have been. That bitch know what's up. She got rejected because there was nothing there after he dug in, but she don't want to say that. And it's like pulling teeth talking to old bitches, trying to make themselves look better. Fuck off. I love that meme. Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off. I mean, yeah, like, and I've heard a man say this, and this probably has some truth to it. Men don't even really know if they like a fuck. Men don't really know if they like a woman until after they fuck a few times, because we don't know. And there might be some truth to this. We don't know if we really like you or if we just think we like you because we trying to fuck. See, that's when you know if a nigga really like you, after he fuck a few times. But yeah, look, he didn't like what he saw after a certain point and he faded off, and she don't want to say that because it's gonna make her look bad. And this is why talking to a woman on a date or just talking to an older woman, period, about serious life stuff like this, like pulling teeth, and you eventually gonna get frustrated and just be like, all right, I gotta go. It ain't worth it. Cause she's not gonna keep it all the way real. Especially with cameras on her.
And he had some things he was dealing with, so I do think that it got inconsistent because of things
Did
that
he
he had
pull
going
away or
on.
did you pull away?
I think we both started to get frustrated with.
No. See, that's another thing women try to do. Who broke it off? It was mutual. It's never mutual. She's not gonna say he faded away because that makes her look lower status. So she's gonna try to say it was both to save face. But we all know that's not how it worked.
With each other.
But he was going through something. Was it grief?
In a sense, yes.
I mean, I think that requires a little patience on your part.
Oh, for sure.
No?
For sure. I do think it requires patience, but I also think that if someone's going through something, right, but you're not in a committed relationship.
No, yeah, you're a piece of shit. And why weren't you in a committed relationship? Like you never. I don't believe you. You can't. You only could believe a quarter of what bitches say when they're rehashing or what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to replay and retell what happened in a relationship. You only can believe a quarter of what she say. Look, ma'am, you think it's all about you. And this is women's problem. When shit get hard, they want to bounce because they don't have character and integrity. That's really what it boils down to. And they want the best of everything, like I always say, and the worst of nothing. So long as you giving me dopamine hits, taking me out every weekend, calling me, making me feel loved, then it's all good. But once your mom dies, something, I gotta go. I don't feel the capacity. I know your mom just died, but I ain't feeling the capacity, so I'm out. Because they're piece of shit humans. And if she wasn't, and I'd be so tired of dudes trying to always shoot women bail when it's clear that she's a piece of shit. Because I get it, it's in our nature, but it get old once you get red pilled. Because it's always going to come back to this. And for tonight, I'm going to use the age 35. There is no good reason for a woman to be single after 35. If she's single after 35, it's because she's not a good woman romantically. Fucking period. It really is that simple in 95% of the cases. Because if she was the type of woman who ride or die with her brother and hold him down when his mom died, she would be with somebody. She's not a bad looking woman. She's a really good looking woman, especially for her age. I know she's in her 40s. This is a really good looking black woman. A top tier as far as looks black woman. I mean, I'm not trying to kiss her sphincter or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, as far as the average black woman, this is well above average. So if she was kind, nurturing, and loyal, you don't think she would have been with somebody by now? The man was going through something and she bounced on his ass. That's what bad people do. She was dating the man for a whole year. When times got hard and he couldn't kiss her ass and give her constant dopamine hits, she bounced on his ass. So that should be enough evidence for no man to ever want to fuck with her. We ain't talking about something she did when she was 17. This bitch in her 40s. You don't just develop great character all of a sudden at 48, 52. No.
For sure. For sure. I do think it requires patience, but I also think that if someone's going through something, right, but you're not in a committed relationship, am I obligated to have to go through?
No, you ain't obligated, but it's what a decent human being would do. And first off, why the fuck are you in a 1 year situationship? If how long do you got to date a guy before it's like, okay, what we doing here? Like, am I obligated? That sounds so horrible. But he was going through something. I mean, we wasn't official, so am I obligated? Yeah, stay your ass single.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing, she still thinks that just because she's still getting likes, I still got it. Bitch, no, you don't. Because if you got it, you would get what you want. Isn't that a big coincidence? That's a coincidence. All y'all do the same shit, whether if you was some homeless shit trying to dig cigarettes out of a trash can or you living in the White House. Are you fucking serious, ho? like his. She's a waste of fucking space, dude. She might be good to come down her throat, something like that, and after that, she's fucking in the dating market. She's done. Women like this need to just be carted off to Mars. Put them in an oxygen bubble on Mars and just forget they exist. All right?
I was gonna come out with a book on how to leave a good man.
Huh?
I was waiting on my husband to be a bad person.
What kind of shit is that?
I stayed with the same person for 21 years, created a family, and I was married to a good man. I was married to a good guy, but we weren't good together. And being in a relationship where you're just not fulfilled, where you're not happy, but you are with a person that you know is good, and you're hearing the rest of the world talk about how hard it is, how there aren't any good men in the world, it will make you stay longer than you need to. Your soul is yearning for more.
Y'all killing me with this. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. Y'all just don't want to believe.
You have to pay attention to the dumb shit that bitches will look you dead in the fucking face and tell you. And I'll admit, sometimes it can be difficult because yeah, they can be pretty. Or just like that woman energy can get you just like not thinking right. But you have to listen to words, dude. In reality, the highest position she's gonna get is side hoe.
I think it requires patience, but I also think that if someone's going through something, right, but you're not in a committed relationship, am I obligated to have to go through it with you?
I think so.
But we're not in a committed relationship. Like, we're
Well, what
not
does
in a
committed mean?
relationship.
What is a committed relationship?
Me, you go together. Nobody else.
Was he dating?
This bitch is 40 years old and talking about we go together. Grow the fuck up. What are you, 12? What? We go together. Oh my fucking god. Like, grow the fuck up, man.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
It's just something about that rubs me the wrong way.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
The older woman just, they'll say either she hit the wall, or they'll say things like she just set in her ways. They'll say things like, she too aggressive, she too assertive, things like that. Try to act like this woman in her 40s and 50s is no good, basically. Like she's inferior because she's set in her ways. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to let a man lead.
Yes.
They don't want a woman their age because they know darn well a woman their age is not going to tolerate nor endure their nonsense.
Oh, yeah, right. God.
Like, we're
Well, what
not
does
in a
commitment mean?
relationship.
What is a committed relationship?
Me, you go together. Nobody else.
Was he dating other people?
Not sure. I think so.
You never asked?
Not to my knowledge.
Was there ever a communication about that?
Yeah, for sure.
And what did
And
he
of
say?
course,
He said, no,
no.
it's just me, you, right?
Right, right.
And you were not dating anyone else?
No.
That's a committed relationship.
Is it?
Yeah, bro. This ain't high
Is it a
school. We gotta
committed
write down
relationship?
where you go with me. Yes,
Why
no.
not?
Because we grown.
Is it a committed relationship though? I feel like if I ask a man, right? So there were conversations of, okay, well, we're not in a committed relationship. Like, what's the vision of this? Where is this headed? Where are we going? And if you don't know, then that just leaves a gray area for me. So I don't operate in a gray area. I'm very black and white.
So in that conversation, you're having conversation. You're saying, okay, where is this going? And he's
Correct.
like, I don't know.
It's like I'm working on me, and I can't really answer that.
Did this
And this is and these are the conversations that women have when they're not relationship material. But here's the thing: men can always use an extra piece of side pussy. So these are the games men play when you just an extra piece of side pussy. But I don't want to tell you just an extra piece of side pussy because I'm gonna lose my extra piece of side pussy. Your whole dating history is being a piece of side pussy. But don't feel sorry for her because she know the exact guys who would take her more serious than an extra piece of side pussy. But she don't want that. It's like I said, earlier in the stream. The guys she don't want her for anything other than side pussy. And the guys that want her for something serious, she don't want. So she would rather keep getting used as side pussy than settle for a 7. She would rather be a 9 side pussy than a 7's queen. And that's so she just gonna stay in that same limbo until she passes away. So hopefully she just find bliss in the abyss.
White.
So in that conversation, you're having conversation. You're saying, okay, where is this going? And he's
Correct.
like, I don't know.
It's like I'm working on me, and I can't really answer that.
Did this conversation come during the grief period or before?
Both. It came during both.
Oh yeah, well it's not a committed relationship then.
I
But
know.
I'm thinking you're saying you're my only person. I'm your only person. This is a committed relationship.
I don't think.
But he made it be known that this is not just me and you.
But I don't think that there were that he was dating other people.
But
This bitch is talking out of both sides. You see how frustrating this is? Can you imagine being a grown ass man? I mean, he doing it for the podcast. But can you imagine just being on a date going through this bullshit? You would have been made up your mind. I'm never calling this hoe again. I don't even want to fuck no more. At this point, I was trying to fuck, but I don't even want to fuck no more.
Grow the fuck up. True evolution, that true growth as a human, it just isn't there. Oh my God, are you fucking 16? Mentally, yes, she is. Mentally, yeah. Most women's brains don't develop too far past 20 at max. I'm talking like, and this is doctorate level woman. That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that, you know, since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have standards and my standards are here. And if you do not touch these standards, you have no chance with my pussy. And then they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it. You know, I don't even want to fuck you anymore.
The door was open for the option, though.
Well, I feel like the door is always open if you're not in a committed relationship.
The door is open if you are in a committed relationship. Remember your 12-year guy?
Thanks. Thanks, yeah.
But I do think relationships are the ebb and flow of good times and working through whatever that is, especially if we're marching towards it. And I would imagine maybe toward the end, if there was like some grief situation, he's just not thinking clearly. How long ago was that?
Then I'm like,
recently?
Yes.
It was recent?
Yeah.
Y'all still talk?
No.
At all?
No.
What are we going to do, man?
Find me a husband. That's
Yes, we got to find you a husband. You can't tell me you don't get like passes where people are saying things.
honestly, probably not.
No?
So here's the thing. Like, I'm weird. Like, I miss things all the time. Like, my friends will be like, girl, you didn't see he was. I'm like, oh, really? Me? I didn't, you think? So it might have been some shots.
Can I ask this question?
Of course.
And I don't really know how to ask it, but at what point, if any, do we settle? And not for you, but for somebody that's watching this. Do we begin to lower our standards just to be with someone after a certain time?
Oh, you asking me?
Your opinion.
Because no.
Never.
Why?
In my experience.
For the sake of just being with somebody? Nah, I'm not doing that. That would be a contradiction of who I am as a.
Well, see, but okay, you got to drill down on what exactly would be considered settling. The height, the money. I mean, what do we? I hope he dives into this. Because just keeping it vague, like, should you ever settle? Yeah, woman's gonna say no. But no, let's get specific. What things are worth compromising and what things aren't, or is all your 10 things on the list just not worth compromising?
Woman. So why would, if I don't lower my standards in anything in my life, why would I lower it just to have a man?
Here's how I'm gonna answer this, okay? That maybe at some time in our life we have a certain, like a checklist of stuff we want. And maybe sometimes the checklist is too much. And then this is a picture of, you know what, maybe this part isn't that important.
For me, I disagree because I'm not out here with the checklist that I had at 22. 6 foot, 6 pack, you know, gotta do this, like that is when you have lived and you have more wisdom, more life experiences, like those things don't matter. Like what matters to me, can he pray? Can he cover me?
No, and never be that guy. You don't got to be attractive. Basically, I don't got to be attracted to you no more, but do you pray? Never be the guy she settled for. Never be the guy that she doesn't have burning, genuine burning desire for. Can you imagine sitting having that conversation? I used to like 6 foot dudes. I messed with all the 6 foot dudes before you. Yeah, I know you 5'7". I used to mess with them, climb them trees, boy. And then I know you make 75K. Ooh, I used to mess with 250K. Imagine how that would feel. She don't really fucking respect you, and she not really that into you. And you gonna end up in a sexless marriage because she was never into you from the jump.
I so don't mean this to bash her. I'm just talking about like women in general when they hit this shit in life. Like it's the same shit every fucking time for that category of woman. Either they end up the town bicycle or they end up the whole other extreme and no man's ever good enough. Even if this woman finds the exact guy that she's looking for, who's better than her, who's ambitious and has goals and dreams and aspirations. Okay, he's 6 foot tall, 6-pack abs, 12-inch dick, former Olympian, former astronaut, drives a Bugatti. Let's say she finds this exact man. What will woman do after that? She will become incredibly insecure and doubt why that great man is fucking with a 3-year-old woman who couldn't keep a man for the last 15 years. That's exactly what she's gonna do. And she's gonna destroy the relation. She'll find a way to destroy it because her self-esteem is so fucked up that she knows she can't keep him. That's exactly what then she's gonna end up back out there single as fuck. Hey, living my best life. Boss babe. She gonna end up back on the internet. That's where she's going. And you can't help them. At this point, all you can do is hope she's either gonna be a town bicycle, and just have your turn with her and use her as a side bitch, or or hope she just shuts the fuck up and ends up, with some dude that she really don't like, but she's just shutting the fuck up and at least he's housing her type of shit, and just keep her out of the fucking pit. Just keep her over there somewhere. Just go work at a call center. Just get the fuck away from society, because you ain't gonna do nothing but piss people off. All right. She knows her value has dropped, right? And pay attention, because this is where women end up in complete misery for the rest of their lives. Once they end up in these age brackets and have to get married after 27, 28, 29, 30, she knows that any man who will happily take her on must be of lower value. Why? Because she is now of lower value. The woman now has to weigh her options. Do I just keep living alone and all my friends are married and do have kids and now I'm just alone with my cats, wine, and buffalo burgers and prescription medications? Or get with this guy who must be clearly low value because he's fucking with me. A woman over 28, 29, 30 and or a single mother woman will never love you. You are not what she wanted. You can't be. Okay, in her eyes, you can never be that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
So here's another thing I want to touch on real quick. You don't want these women around you for any fucking reason at all. She's that friend that come around you and your husband and your kids and saying little slick comments to your husband, making little sly remarks. You keep these people far the fuck away from you and your family. These people are little hating shit, slick, sly remarks. Man, keep this bitch far away from you and your loved ones. Like, oh my God, women, these people are fucking horrible.
Gotta do this, like that is when you have lived and you have more wisdom, more life experiences, like those things don't matter. Like what matters to me, can he pray? Can he cover me? Can he cover us? How does he deal with stress and hardship? Like the honeymoon phases are always, those are cute, but like how does he handle hard?
You don't know shit about being out of the honeymoon phase. You've never been in a relationship and you in your 40s. What the fuck do you know about how to maneuver outside of the honeymoon phase? They just talking to hear themselves talk. This bitch is just talking. This is just some nigga talking shit.
Times. What is his ambition? Like, what does he want? Is he happy in life? What does he see for himself? Does he have character? Does he have a group of men that he's around that, he can look to for mentorship and guidance, or are y'all single?
Nah, that's good. I actually know like a few recently divorced people that I think that they'd be good. Them and their situation just didn't work out. How do you feel about that? Recently divorced.
Like recent, like how long?
I mean,
like the ink not dry?
They got a court date coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like to finalize everything.
See, because I feel like for men, honestly, after a divorce, I feel like they need a little whole phase. They need a little phase.
No, that's you. Well, that's all you know is a whole phase. You've been in a whole phase your whole life. Yeah, you're projecting. And stay the fuck away from her with a 10,000 foot pole.
Yo, stay away from this bitch with a 10,000 foot pole. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. I gotta rewind that shit. Well, this is why you didn't see, because they dumb as fuck. They dumb as fuck.
No, don't be sorry. Be careful, ho, because you never know who understands your language, all right?
As an individual, successful, driven man who has options better than you, I need that in my life. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes
I want my eggs cracked, meaning I want a child. I want my name dropped, meaning I want to be married. I'm not around with you. I am not your bed maiden. I am not your maid. I am not your floozy or your. You are going to have to give me something substantial.
You know, it's sad when women don't realize that they've aged out of a man meeting you and wanting to build a life with you. This woman hasn't realized that she's aged out of that stage of life. I would say 40 is the hard stop on that to me. No man of value is trying to build a life with a 40. I'm not going to say no man. Generally speaking, no man with value and self-esteem and awareness of what women are is signing up to build a life with a woman 40 plus. That stage is over with. You got a house that you paying the mortgage on. I got a house. I got a divorce under my belt and kids. Nobody's trying to build a new life with a 40-year-old woman or older. It just don't even make sense to build a life with a woman 40 or older. We ain't having kids. We both got our own houses already. I mean, we just kicking it on the weekends essentially after 40. And she genuinely don't get it. She genuinely still talking about still chasing a fairy tale, so to speak. That she done aged out of 20 years ago, really.
You know,
Go play.
That's what you hear when you hear like recently.
Yeah, like I'm free. Like I'm gonna wild out for a minute.
That actually makes sense.
And I don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Have to wild it out. Okay. I want to hear from you. What do you think your shortcomings are in a relationship?
I think for me, I'm very self-aware. So I can lack patience, for sure. I can lack patience. I can give grace, but if I feel like you playing with me, if you're not taking me seriously or things are not being reciprocated, then I can shut down and shut completely off. Like mentally, I have disengaged.
Wow.
And once I've checked out mentally, then it's usually really no coming back.
Dang. Looking back, you think any of those like 3 most recent people you checked out too soon?
No, I don't. I think grace was given.
You sure know how to pick them. You have so from it sounds like to me, you haven't picked a good dude in 25 years on the dating market. So as a good dude, why the fuck would I want to sign up for a bitch who never picked a good dude for 25 years? At that time, it's fair to say you don't like good dudes. You're not attracted to good dudes. You haven't been attracted to him for 25 years. It's not from a lack of options. This is an above average looking black woman who ain't fat. She got an inbox full and had one for the past 25 years. It's not like she didn't have the options.
I think that, and I think like we both tried. It just didn't work. I think I would say maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I was dating or getting to know someone. I think there was a time where I like wanted to be chosen. And so it was kind of like performative and auditioning, if you will. Like, okay, he said he wants this. Oh, I'm totally that. I can be.
Yeah, because women are fake. And as the title of the stream, you know, what the 3 worst things about women, that's actually the better things. When they're being the best person they can be is when they're acting and putting on a performance. That's when they're at their best. When they're trying to impress a dude that they want to pick them, that's the best time to experience them. They're horrible when they're being themselves, but when they're acting, whether it's at the work Christmas party or putting on an act for a man they like, that's when she's going to be the most pleasant. When she's putting on the fucking act.
See that?
Really?
I can do that. I can be that. And then you just start to bend and you start to loosen up on your own boundaries. You start to not be, the program is not as strict anymore because you want this person, to choose you.
Settling.
And so I think I realized that also, that I have to choose myself. 1, 2, realizing that, again, with experiences in life where I've fallen short and areas that I still need to work on. Yeah. So a lot of like, not with this recent one, but I would say a couple years ago, like inner child wounds, like that I needed to deal with. So certain things would trigger me.
Give me one.
Like, it was a big deal to me if you said you were gonna call me back and you didn't. Like, it sounds so petty. It sounds so petty and small and minute, but
This is teenager shit, y'all. She's 40 something years old, possibly 45, and never left the teenage stage of dating. She's still 15 mentally. She's stuck at where the dude she was on and off with for 12 years left her. She's in the same mental space as when she first met him at 15 or 20. This is sick and sad.
for me, it was a trigger because it was some form of rejection. Like, I felt rejected in a way. I felt like that means you couldn't keep your word because you said.
Because you're not, it's a common pattern. Yeah, everybody keep rejecting you because once they get to know you, they realize you're not relationship material. But instead of becoming relationship material, you put up more walls and make a stricter program. And that's going to keep that ass single.
You're going to call me back and you did not call me back. So that means I can't trust your word. And what I learned with therapy, and again, being just more self-aware, those were issues that I had with my father.
Got it. He would say things and not
He would say things and not follow through. And so you just kind of realize certain triggers. And with those triggers would be different versions of me. Wow. Sometimes not always the best version.
So this may play into the disengaging because you don't want to get your hopes too high on any one person because you've been let down before, and the nature of human beings are to let you down.
Right.
Do you think you're healed from that?
I don't think that that's the case now. I think that that used to be the case.
I don't know.
I don't think it's like that. I don't think I'm like that now where I don't go in.
And here's another thing. This whole idea that like somebody's healed. And when did this come out? 4 days ago. So it hasn't made its way through the Manosphere channels. So remember, you saw it here first. But nah, ain't nobody getting shit from me. I get 10 people on my streams. But look, and I appreciate all of y'all that watch my shit on the regular. This idea that, I healed from this, I healed from that. How the fuck would you know? You don't know what you healed from far as with men because you ain't with a man and ain't been with a man and never even been in a relationship. So you wouldn't know that you healed from these things that popped up in your past situationships and side hoerships. Unless you get with a man and test it out. So this is all just lip service when they talk all that healed and therapy shit. Now, we'll know you healed when you've been in a 10-year successful relationship. Other than that, you just running off at your lips.
Into any experience with the expectation that this is going to be my husband.
Yeah.
You know, like we're just getting to know each other, right? Like I don't go into it with, oh my God, he's going to hurt me. I just know he's going to, like, no, that's.
We may not think that on the surface, but there could be some sort of back of my mind. There's a I still deal with that. Like, just there. And it just shows up
as you get to know someone, then all of those things will reveal themselves.
Well, you haven't really had enough time to let things reveal themselves with a person yet.
I think I have. You don't think so?
No. 5, 6 months?
I feel like the mask comes off after 3 months.
No way. I'm meeting a whole new person in my life right now.
Correct. I feel like you're always constantly learning because there's constantly new versions, especially as women. Like as we get older in age, like.
What do I always tell you? When you marry, let's say you marry a 20-year-old, you got 4 or 5 different women to meet between 20 and 85. Like it's ridiculous. It's really a fucked up deal for men to sign up for a woman for 50 years. It's really a fucked up deal.
Like everything is kind of like a new beginning. So you have to relearn that person, but that doesn't mean that her like that. I think it's different when you're dating and you're getting to know someone, and in those 3 months, it's like, think of like a job. It's like your first 90 days. It's like you're trying to do the best that you can. Like, I'm a great hire, right? I'm a great candidate to be, your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever. And so you're showing up your best in those 3 months. And then once that kind of fizzles, you might log on to work a little later. You might let a few things, start to slide. You might not, you just might not be as excited as you were because you're like, okay, the 90 days, I'm good. I'm in there.
But think of it this way. And I believe you're correct. In the first 90 days or so, in the first 3 months, I am being a person that this person would desire.
Correct.
Right? And then the guard, they let their hair down a little bit, which we're now seeing through them.
Yep.
But that period of them not being as excited, that's also not necessarily who they are because they could be getting closer to something serious and then start withdrawing because they have some sort of trauma, some sort of defense mechanism.
True.
Where it's like, okay, whoa, this is getting serious.
Right.
I need so I do want you, and I do desire you. But in that period after it gets too serious, this is where we gotta like, and again, it's just dating, but like somewhat ride it out to see the next phase of the person, because that mask might drop, and then they actually give you their heart. Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah, no. Because to me, if you, but that's what I mean with like healing and therapy. Like if you notice a pattern that when you're getting to know someone and in month 4, you're like, oh, it's getting too close, then you need to go talk to somebody about that. But I'm not about to ride it out for 8-9 months for you to then decide, oh, you know what? Actually, I do think I want you. Like, no.
What else you doing?
Making some money.
It's not that you don't make money when you're in a relationship.
You don't think? I don't know.
No, well, I mean, it depends on the person.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is, we're in a world now where people are like revealing themselves slowly, and you're getting like different phases of them. So it's not automatically those first 3 months is the best version of them. And maybe like, so I operate like that.
No, I can understand that. I think that with those different versions, then that person on the other side has to determine if that is a version that they would want to be with.
That's true. My question for you.
This is all bullshit. This is all shit's horse shit, folks. She's scared. She's fucking terrified. She's gonna keep running. She's a runner. She's a track star. She's gonna keep running when it get close to something serious. These women are so fucking, I don't know what to say anymore. I just don't.
For you is, do you feel like you're giving it enough time? Okay, I just really believe in like a percentage method.
Okay.
If they have most of the stuff that made you like them and stay with them for these 5-6 months, they got a lot of good stuff. But there's also 1 or 2 things that start to reveal themselves. You're like, yo, I don't like that part about that person. Now we have to like say, okay, am I just gonna let go of this 80% for this 20% that is maybe important to me? And what they're showing me may not be how they really feel, but I gotta work through their defense mechanism.
No, I can see that. I think then that goes back to boundaries and like what are my particular boundaries and non-negotiables. Yeah. So yeah, there are gonna be things that a man doesn't like about me that are gonna be annoying. And so I don't think that it's a matter of, okay, we got to this point and I don't like this about, or okay, I noticed, I'm observing. Like it's all, the first 90 days is really just data collection. Yeah. Like we're learning, it's data, and I'm analyzing and determining, okay, so I noticed, he kind of pulls back when I mention this, or okay, I noticed he stopped doing this or this. Then you can ask questions and have a conversation. But it's not where I'm like, oh, you know what? He did these 10 things and these 2 things over here. No, unless it's something that's a non-negotiable.
What are non-negotiables for you?
I need somebody that loves Jesus and not like you are in a relationship. Like you are.
Shit is so vague. And this, I haven't said this before. Women hide behind Jesus and God fearing. It'll get close to a relationship. Well, I didn't like his relationship with Jesus. Bitches, it's a personal relationship with Jesus. I don't have to, my relationship with Jesus don't got to go through your filter. You don't, I mean, a man could say like, yeah, I'm God fearing and I got a personal relationship with Christ, but I don't got to prove it to you. It don't have to look like what you think a relationship with Christ should look like. You ain't running nothing. That's what they don't get. Oh, it's a deal breaker if you don't got a relationship with Christ. What do that even mean? Like, give me some practical. If you don't pray 3 times a day, I don't approve of your relationship with Christ, so it's a deal breaker. Man, that shit is stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not saying religion is stupid. I ain't saying Jesus is stupid. I'm saying one of your dating deal breakers being, I gotta approve of your relationship with Christ. That's fucking retarded. Because what does that even mean? That's why it's retarded. Because it's so vague, and it's meant to be vague, so you can run away again. So you can have a frivolous, made-up reason to run away.
He did these 10 things and these 2 things over here. No, unless it's something that's a non-negotiable.
What are the non-negotiables for you?
I need somebody that loves Jesus and not like you are in a relationship. Like you are going to church. Like you are actively having God as the head of your life. Like you have he's leading your life.
Got it.
Obviously, like, no drugs. Stuff like that, like no drugs.
Or kind of weed as a drug?
No, I wouldn't count weed as a drug.
So weed's cool.
You might hit a little bit. For some people, it calms like, no, but I'll have like a gummy every now. It calms anxiety sometimes.
So you do drugs?
Don't say it like that.
I ain't gonna tell him he can't do drugs. So you do drugs.
There are types of drugs. And there are particular drugs. Like, little gummy ain't hurt nobody. Other non-negotiables, like domestic violence.
Of course. Have you ever been in that?
No.
No one's ever put their hands on you? No. You ever see a sign that it's coming?
No. That
Well, you never been in a relationship. They come over on the weekends and fuck you and bounce, and maybe watch a movie. You wouldn't like, You've never been in an intimate relationship enough with a man for him to put hands on you. Never mind.
And that's honestly is family trauma. Like my mother's sister was killed by her husband. So like any type of that's very sensitive. So
okay, so no hard drugs. Gummies
very
and
hard
okay.
drugs. That's
Gummies okay. No hard drugs. Loves Jesus and it has a real relationship. Okay, real relationship. Like I'm already actively there, or
right, like,
I'm trying to get.
I think that you need to be already doing some things. Like because it shouldn't be something that you do because of me.
I got
It
you.
should be already, things in your life. So, career ambition, whatever that is, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work in corporate, like, what is that vision for your life? So I do want somebody that's ambitious, driven.
This woman is 40 to 45 years old, still talking about ambition. See, it's because she's stuck. This is arrested development. She's 18 and 21 years old mentally. To me, a 40-plus-year-old woman still talking about my man gotta have ambition. Ambition over with, baby, at 40. I get it. The exceptions to the rule. Such and such got rich at 62 for the first time. I get it. We ain't talking about the exception to the rule. Most men in their 40s, they already into what they into, and there ain't about to be no 50 to 100,000 increase from 40 to 65 when they retire. Let's just say a 45-year-old man, like, if he make 150K, likely he ain't shooting up to 350K between 45 and 65. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness, man, that is. What do I even want to say about this? See, she talking like a 20-year-old. Ambition is over. You 40 years old, your man is likely 50 to 60 years old. Ain't no ambition. He make what he make at this point. Look, baby. I hate to bust your bubble. Ain't no soft life coming for you. You helping with bills until the casket drop. So might as well get over that. Or even if you, this is crazy. Even if for some, let's pull up this dude that I'm thinking about. Let's pull up this dude. She's at least 40, so her man is at least 50 to 65. Realistically. Not married, black, any height. Let's say it could be, let's just say 150K. Yeah, Mr. 1%. 1% of black men. Let's just say she meet him. There is no ambition. This is it. The 150K is it until he passes away. So even if he want to retire you, which you don't even seem like the type who wants to be retired, Miss Collared Shirt on a dating interview. That's diabolical. Collared, this shirt on a dating show is diabolical. This outfit on a dating show is diabolical. That pin on your shirt is diabolical. Like, oh, but that aside, you ain't getting no millionaire, baby. Just let it go.
To be
I
romantic.
think you need to like bend on that a little bit.
Why? I feel like bending, when you start to bend the things that you truly desire, then you don't get them. You get the lackluster version of someone. If I have to constantly remind you, I like flowers, or this is my favorite candle, this is my favorite scent.
That's over, man. That shit is, she don't get it. She don't fucking get it, man. And let me see how I want to explain this. And this is you're just too old to still be on the dating market is the bottom line. It ain't a fucking about you. What have I been saying lately, y'all? Relationships and marriages are a service position. You're not 20 anymore. Who gives a fuck what your favorite sin is? I know I don't. And oh my, see, this is that performance because she's never been in a real relationship. And even if I didn't know her dating history, the fact that she just said that in her 40s let me know that she's never been in a real relationship. These women are basing their relationship standards off Instagram and Tyler Perry movies, like Neo said. You know how rare it is 20 years into a relationship. Oh, hubby, he brought me some flowers on just because it was Tuesday, and he had my favorite scent on a card, cut out into a heart. Man, that's honeymoon phase fluffy bullshit that do not last once we get into the nitty-gritty of the relationship. But she wouldn't know that because she's never been in a relationship. All she knows was that little honeymoon phase. Going on dates with situationships and him doing little nice shit in the situationship. It's not what a relationship is about. Flowers with your favorite scent. Fucking goofball.
I like ambiance when I go to restaurants. And you don't do those things unless I mention it. To me, that lacks the consideration part.
Oh, wait. Only because.
Because are you considerate?
What? Okay, can you grab my chapstick off my office desk, please? Here's the thing, okay? And this is my own testimony.
Okay.
Because I'm not none of that.
You're not none of that.
I'm not none of that. And
but did your wife say she wanted somebody else romantic?
Yeah, she likes that stuff.
She likes
very
it, but did she? It's a difference in, hey, yeah, I like romance. But was that one of her, I want a guy that's romantic?
Romance at 45 is diabolical. Romance at 45 from a bitch who never been in a relationship in 25 years is diabolical. That's what I'm saying. Women think relationship is about dopamine hits and romantic gestures. See, if you go talk to women who've been married for 20 and 30 years and shit, and you ask them, well, what's a relationship really about? They wouldn't say nothing like this. Romantic gestures and dopamine hits is the commercial break of a relationship. Is the brief message from our sponsors. Here and there, you know, a few times, maybe 4 times a year, flowers in a 5-star restaurant. That's not day-to-day life. Day-to-day life is going to work, coming home. I'm stressed from work, dentist appointment. We got to take Ryan, my uncle, his pharmacy medicine real quick, and then drop my mom back off to the wherever. Like, that's everyday life. But you a goofy-ass broad who never been in a relationship in 25 years, so you wouldn't know that. That's why you have these 18-year-old ass dating standards.
I'm pretty sure it was, but I'm not. What? She takes this other 80% and rolls with it. Okay. Only because, I mean, that's not something that's natural to everyone.
Okay.
And we may like cut that out because, oh, I want someone romantic, and that's doubling as a sign of maybe he doesn't listen or he's not considerate. And that's not it. It's simply because I don't think about it like that.
Well, why not?
But I love you. I love you. The person's not going to yell at you or put his hands on you. He's in church on a regular basis, and he worships the ground you walk on, but he's forgetful, and his second nature isn't. That's why you are a stylist. And I think it comes with time. It comes with time because I'm getting slightly better, and I know it's not moving as fast as my wife would like it to, but she don't trip either because she I got some other good qualities. But you are a stylist, and you obviously probably want your man to look halfway decent when he step out, no?
That's not, surprisingly, like, that's not
okay.
Because I will dress you. I will help you.
But he constantly just don't go get a haircut. Or don't.
Oh, well, see, that's grooming. That's different. Because if you just don't keep yourself, like, clothes are different. Like, if you're just not naturally a stylish person, then I can help.
What about this bitch make you say I want to walk down the street with this hoe? Nothing. Like, what we've been watching her for a long time. What has, like, tickled your fancy paws to make you be like, I might want to, RB, what's her at? I might want to reach out to her. What? Genuinely.
When it comes time to actually sit with somebody and to be a fucking human, you have to expand your mind past jiggling your tits on ball sacks. All right? That's not enough to be a good human, to be worth hanging out with, to exist with. Now, you might get a couple random cocks off Tinder and Bumble to reassert your self-esteem that at least you can be a good hooker. God, like, why the are women so goddamn dense with this shit? You would think at some point they would grow, but they'd rather just project all their issues on the men. What the fuck has she actually elaborated on to make you be like, to make me go, it'd be a good idea to go to just to walk down the street with this hoe. It'd be a good, I'd have fun. Nothing. Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner? If she shuts the fuck up, she can get pumped and dumped. But to actually have to talk to her and deal with her personality, and once you start hearing what they talking about, most men, then it starts to click. Wow, I don't want to be around her. Boop! And then the man's, oh, here, hold this, I'll be right back. And the man just disappeared. When women end up like this, it should get to a point where government should just appoint them a man to marry. They just have to do it. Or just be alone. They should not be legally allowed to make decisions in dating on their own at this point. You would literally be better off betting that bacteria would survive a good dousing of Lysol than finding her a man. That's fucked up. But that's the mathematical reality. I am roasting her personally. But it's just a part of the game, man. You push it on the internet, you gotta be ready for the good and the bad. So deal with it. Any man who's willing to do that is a man that is gonna be a fucking chump. That's gonna be trying to stay with her and any woman like her. A lot of these women, like once they hit over 30, man, like they really cannot truly and fully devotedly love you. So a lot of women they'll get stuck in this endless phase of I'll chase this guy but if he ever chases me back, I don't want him at all. Like that childish, like they end up like dogs chasing cars. When a dog chases a car, what is a dog really gonna do with a car if the car actually stops and let the dog actually gets it? The dog's gonna sniff it for a while, pee on it, and then walk off. That's just how a lot of these women are.
Man, we're going on 3 hours. Um, yeah. Let's do a couple more minutes and then we'll go over the Rumble real quick. I want to go over something real quick on Kendra. Let me drop the Rumble link. Shout out to the 4 people still watching me on Rumble. Man, we're going on 3 hours.
Well, see, that's grooming. That's different. Because if you just don't keep yourself, like, clothes are different. Like, if you're just not naturally a stylish person, then I can help with that. We can work on that. We can go shopping together. But if you don't, if like grooming is something like that, to me, that's something else. That means you just don't care about your outward appearance.
Not necessarily.
Why?
Well, one, I get haircuts only on special occasions. But I like
you are bald. You don't have hair.
I got hair on my face. Oh. That's why people forget. Like, yo, bald isn't like I don't have nothing. I got hair, bro. But I don't shave up my beard.
So you only shave your beard on special occasions?
Yeah, every night. It just takes too long. I don't like going to the barbershop. But I trim it down. I keep it trim.
That's still you grooming yourself.
Okay. But anyway,
that's not you saying, I don't care how my hair looks.
I've just got bad braids all the time. That's a lack of grooming.
Yes.
Okay. So you're okay. And here's the thing, bro. You can give him all the tips you want, but if he doesn't care or he likes the way he dresses and doesn't see anything wrong with it, me knowing you, I think that would frustrate you.
I think that would frustrate me only because to me that means that there is resistance to change.
I don't want to change in that area.
But why? Like, and not that. That's something so small though.
You see how she want to? Yeah, that's something so small though. If I want it, you should be able to do it. Like she's a fucking kid. I already said it. I mean, she's a 12-year-old. I mean, do what I want you to do when I want you to do it. No, bitch, I do what I want to do. You ain't running shit. And the ironic part, funny part, you're not gonna respect a man who make all these changes. Never change for a bit. If you like wearing fucking musty, dusty braids, wear musty, dusty braids, because that's how the fuck you roll. I mean, I'm not advising do that, but if you want to do it, do it. Don't not do it because the bitch said not to do it. I mean, yeah, Angela Bassett would play her in her documentary, in her biopic. That's funny. So you know how she was saying my laundry list isn't that long? Yes, it is. I mean, the more he talked to her, the more unreasonable she sounded. Ma'am, you're no prize to be had. She's not thinking of... Never mind.
Like, if I'm like, oh, babe, this will look so good on you. This is perfect for your body type. I would love this.
Now you're trying to change them.
But don't men do that? Put on your red dress and slip on those high heels. Like, that's because you like how she looks.
You're not a man, bitch. That's what you bitches don't get. You're not a man. I gotta play this shit again. Ain't settling for less.
Her best bet is to take her dumb ass to some fucking to some etiquette school and and learn or go on a boot camp where you get women who can keep men around and have kids and can keep a family going. Send her to boot camp. Her boot camp would just be picking her ass up and making her sleep on the couch in those houses and study that woman who can keep a fucking man and kids and you know and all that shit. That's her boot camp. Send her ass to her married friend's house. That needs to be her fucking vacation. Talk about trying to get her away to what? Go to Spain for some shit like bitch. No, that concert don't give a fuck about you. All right, your trip needs to be to ask your married friend if you come over and take notes. That needs to be your vacation. All right, I'll give you the AD grant. All right, I'll give you the AD scholarship. I will provide a pen, a notepad, some shitty laptops you can type some shit on. And I'm expecting a 20-page paper after 3 weeks on your thoughts on what it means to actually genuinely think about another human. And it's not all about you and your pussy.
And that's when you know that, you're settling. So I guess I just gave you those signs.
Hey, you know what? All those men she dated didn't settle for her. Did you think about that? All those men that she dated, they didn't settle for her. But she ain't settling for less. Did you catch that shit? Did the female ego at least calm down a bit for her to see that side of it? Those men didn't come and settle for her. Because if she was so great, they would have dealt with her. They would have took her on. Whereas Christian from 50 Shades of Grey, if she's so fucking great, he would came around trying to marry the bitch, hey, have kids with her, if she's so fucking great. And don't even try to say like you mad or nothing. Just be kind about it, right? And I bet she don't get mad at you because that's reality. And that reality hurts.
So good on you. This is perfect for your body type.
And now you're trying
I
to change
would
them.
love this.
Now you're trying to change them.
But don't men do put on your red dress and slip on those high heels? Like, that's because you liked how she looks in that dress. That doesn't mean you're trying to change the person.
That's different. That's different.
How?
Because this may be, I like when you do this when we go out to a special occasion. What I'm saying is, I think you may try to change this person when we get together on a regular basis. We gotta go to lunch at Yard House and he shows up.
No, actually I don't.
No?
I've dated guys that aren't like the most stylish.
Not the most, I'm talking about bad.
What is bad?
They wear little polos with the collar wrinkled. But fine. It's clean. It just look crazy.
I have dated men.
Okay, I was just trying to see if it was non-negotiable.
I think it's a difference in non-stylish and bummy.
Okay. Here's another question. Based on who you are and your beliefs, where are we with the intimacy?
I'm on pause with intimacy. And I think I'll be on pause for a minute.
You're on pause.
Like either
Your last situation was on pause?
No, that wasn't on pause. Are you asking me going
You
forward?
just got out of it. You don't know what you're on pause for.
That's not true. This was what month? It's like 4 months ago.
You don't know what you're on pause for. They need the right man when they send you a DM from this episode. What's the reason you're on pause?
Maybe I'm not. Like, again, I
know
think
you're on pause for the right
not
one.
like
Come on with it.
what you say. Again, I think after each experience, like you have to do some learning and
I mean, yeah. Well, at least she didn't say I'm celibate until marriage, because then she really would have put the nail in the coffin. Celibate till marriage, or whatever you call it, abstinent till marriage, celibate till marriage. That's another thing they try to pull over 40. I mean, I'll manipulate a man into marrying me so he can get this old ran through pussy. Which is, I can't believe it's some men who don't. Nobody's going for that shit. I don't believe anybody's ever went for that. I mean, well, let me not say that. The bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the bottom go for that horse shit. I'm saving myself for marriage, even though I got a body count of 10. But at 45, I'm gonna save myself for marriage. Only the dorkiest, spineless, bitch boys is going for that.
unlearning. So like I had to evaluate like, did I not pay attention to some flags that may have been there? Or how did I handle, this situation? Could I have done something different? So I've done that evaluation. So, I'm not like on ice.
Okay. Oh man. The questions that come to my head, all right. So I have a friend and I couldn't believe it actually, but he said Loki requires it like twice a day, like in the morning and in the evening. And I said, dang, that's stressful. And for a woman that may not be that, should the drive ain't like that?
Ain't nobody say nothing about the drive ain't like that.
Okay, I'm just trying to see. Because there's men that get in these relationships and they get married and they're like, no, I got a headache. I don't want to do it. And that is frustrating.
Being a woman is frustrating. We deal with a lot more than men have to deal with. So I think that some empathy needs to be
empathy for sure
there.
But I don't think women deal with more than men.
Okay.
Men deal with a lot.
Oh, okay. So do you have 4 different cycles that you deal with every month?
I don't have to deal with that.
Okay, but I think men think that just a woman being on her right. There are different phases. There are different phases of right. Like it is not just yes. Thank you. He knows what's going on. It is not just a end of the month thing. Like we are literally changing throughout the entire month. Like
and right, and that's why men shouldn't live with you. And well, men shouldn't just deal with you. Period. But who wants to deal with that shit? 4 different cycles, and I'm changing into 4 different people, in 1 month. Why would you sign up to live with a creature like that? Oh.
Like, and I'll tell you, and then you can probably notice it with your wife. There are probably times that she is more like,
For sure.
there are times when that's probably when she's ovulating. She's in her ovulation phase. There might be times where she's like, bruh, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. There are times when she's super productive and like in go mode. Like all of these are different phases that we are going through that have different hormones that, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it like a stretch? Like kind of how that time of the month is? It's like a few days?
Yeah. Usually like day 1 through 8 might be in this phase. Day 8 through 15.
Okay, you like that?
We're all like this.
I'm saying, but I don't know if she knows. I mean, maybe she doesn't. Do you know you got 4 phases? You know
Like we all, every woman. And it's just me, bro. It's literally every woman.
That is so crazy to me.
Not that you
I
didn't
never,
know.
you knew that about me? Wow. I don't know. Wow. But I thought, wow, okay. Yes. First off, this makes so much sense.
Yes. Like ovulation phase, luteal.
Here's what's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to take the darts for all the men, and y'all can act like y'all know it, whatever. So I thought ovulation had something to do with this is the time where I can get pregnant.
Correct.
But I guess it would affect how you.
Not you, just the light bulb in you.
The
It's
light
like,
bulb
wow.
went off. I had no idea.
I need you to, when this is done, do a quick little Instagram search on 4 women's phases. And there are actually men that make
Every
content.
single month.
Every month. That's why I'm like, no, y'all don't go through what we go through. There are men that make content. And it tells you, like, if your wife is in this phase,
I wouldn't want to be a woman. So as far as who go through more in life, as far as mentally and emotionally, women, I wouldn't trade places with Oprah. I would not want to be a fucking woman. Look at her face, everybody. This woman is fucking nuts. Yeah, we may have it harder as men, but I still wouldn't want to trade places with a woman. Because women's life is kind of like a comedy show.
By the time they hit 40, they want the whole world. But you 40, like you ain't worth the whole world no more. You was worth that 20 years ago. By the time they hit 35, they say, you better come up with XYZ. Like, you ain't worth XYZ. And they be bad. Like, it's so sad. But I'm glad. Bars. Their lifespan is a comedy show, to be honest about it, man. It's brutal to say, but it is. And it's funny. The reason it's so funny is because when they're on top, they don't care about you at all. You can just roll. You can literally roll down the street and die in front of them, and they will walk over you when they're in their top prime. That's what makes it so hilarious in the end. Like all of them.
do this. If she's in this phase, do this.
Give me an example. Can you give me an example?
Like, if she's
Very logical. And I'm thinking a person is a certain way.
No.
So every now and again, there'll be times where my wife maybe like
I'm about to unlock a whole new level in your marriage.
Mhm.
Probably.
So for those women who just there are women that are like never ever in the mood, right?
To
Yeah,
a
but yeah,
whole
family.
nother.
But what you were saying, the reason I'm asking this is because you said it wasn't that, it was just like a.
Oh, even if it was, yeah. We're not doing that.
Okay. I mean, some women have a different philosophy, though.
Hey, some-
Maybe they're of the understanding that, or their thought process is, a man is going to be a man, which is, I don't know, but which I think is kind of crazy because just giving them a license to be
Yeah,
irresponsible.
I don't subscribe to that. It is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Which also goes back to, like, who's leading your life. Like, I feel like if you are led.
And I can't take no more. Let's read a couple comments, and then we're gonna go over the Rumble. Do I need to drop the Rumble link? I already dropped it. All right, I already dropped the Rumble link. We're gonna go over the Rumble for a minute. But let's read a couple comments. She will be single for a long time, especially in ATL. Off and on for 12 years, said it all. Facts. Great interview. Ain't no man on planet Earth listening to this lady speak and saying she's such a great catch. It's all about me, me, me. She definitely not bringing you any peace. Well, let me clear this up. No man, no woman brings a man peace. Point blank, fucking period. Women, I don't care how good of a woman she is. Even women who I would say are good women, they don't bring a man peace. A man damn near got to bring a woman's chaotic mind peace. It really is the opposite. Men bring women peace. Women don't bring men peace. I wish men would just let that shit go. Let that myth go finally. This person says she is extremely attractive. Haven't done her any good. This dude says it's her. She seems like a real joy to be around. Laughing emojis. Listen for 25 minutes. She sounds like a sensible person. None of the crazy rhetoric from online except not lowering their standards. But I understand how women see that, and she has a great answer. I hope she finds a decent match. Fuck out of here. So yeah, do I hope she find a match? She's just not relationship material, so no. She need to keep doing what she been doing. Side hoe and just focus on her business. Because I don't wish her on any good man. I don't wish any ill on her. I don't want her to be miserable. I hope she finds happiness and solace, but I don't wish her on any good man. This says she is attractive, but she'll probably be single for a while. But I do believe in time she will adjust and realize that what she wants, she won't find. And even if he does exist, that person also has to like her as well. And if he watched this interview, he probably won't, at least not to be with. Her personality is a little off-putting. Yeah, a little. Anyway, let's go over to Rumble. This was cringe. So for the people who not coming over to, of course, Black Women's Podcast called "Don't Piss Me Off." You know, I was thinking about this, man. Just even being around black women is a fucking deal breaker. I can't be around most black women, man. I can't. They're just so off-putting. They go out of their way to be off-putting. It's their badge of honor. Anyway, let me not go on that rampage. I'll see y'all over on Rumble. For the people who not coming over, remember how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Be sure to keep your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei out.